No, we can't waste time. That's why we just went live. What's good? What's good?
The motherfucker sent me 2 jackets by accident. I got 2 of these joints.
What?
Oh yeah, same one.
Same. Yo, I had the package. I never opened the package, so I knew what it was. So I didn't open it.
Right.
I cracked it a little bit. So when I pulled this one out the package, I'm like, oh, why does joint still feel heavy? Yo, I pulled another. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh snap. That's a good look though. But
Yeah,
guys, we are live, man. Once again, we live. This is Parlay with us, man. You got me, Mr. Beans here. You got Stony Cook and Sean Doe, Hustle Stacks, man. We back at it another Sunday, another live, straight from the Beantown podcast, sports and entertainment podcast from the crew. Parlay with us. We bringing it to you guys. What's up, my peoples? What's up, Stony? What's up, Doe? What up, Stacks? How's everything?
What's good? What's good?
What's good?
Man, you go, man. Last night was a good night, man. Me and Stony hung out last night and saw the Bruins make that nice, like, I don't know what kind of move with that was, the puck with the stick, but that was sweet. That was like it was like a ball player move type move, man. That shit was like, I don't even watch hockey like that, but to see the way how he ended that, man, his man's assisted that puck to him off the wall, and he took the bounce and that was sweet, man. And I'm not even a big hockey dude, but that was a lovely play, man. I like the way that ended.
And to tie it.
Yo, Pasternak, man. Shout out to Pasternak, man.
But bro, you gotta give Swayman his fucking flowers, bro. Please, we gotta give Swayman, because they were doing that goalie tandem shit for 2 years, and everybody that watches the Bruins, at least consistently, I'm not saying I watch them consistently enough. I was telling my neighbor, he's a big Bruins fan. I was like, listen, man, I don't know what they're doing over on Causeway. You put Swayman, you keep Swayman in, ride him till the wheels fall off, because, bro, yes, Pasternak won that game, but they'll tell you Swayman won that game last night.
Oh no, they was at the end of the game we watched it, and they was dapping him up.
Yeah, he won the game. It was funny because he had a chance to be a GOAT too. So not a GOAT, but yeah, he had a chance to be a villain too, because if they lose that series, they would have dumped that whole shit on him. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, they would have tried to, but I would have put it on McAvoy. I would have put it on McAvoy, because McAvoy, he's getting goals. When you watch hockey, give a little tutorial to our non-hockey fans. The goalie could let up goals, but actually not be. Obviously, he's like the quarterback. You're right, Stacks. He'll get the blame. But if you really watch these games and you really listen to the commentators and the talk shows and shit, McAvoy was doing him no favors. And McAvoy was supposed to be our Ray Bork, our Sedano Chara. This iteration of the Bruins, he's supposed to be that big time defenseman, two-way player, $10 million a year, playing like dog shit. And last night he still played like dog shit. Lindholm scored the goal. But my thing is, you're right, Stacks. It would have been sad, because he probably would have got the even though he let up one goal, 2 goals in 3 games.
Remember,
in the key moments of the game, he was giving up those goals late. When they needed him to come through.
The same way, Stoney. Even when we lost and they put it on my man, the other goaltender, they put it on him, and it really wasn't.
Yeah, on Tuukka. Tuukka Rask.
It wasn't really on him. I hate that though. That's one thing I don't like about hockey, is that it ain't always the goal. Like, the guy, I forget what team, I think it's the game tonight. Minnesota's playing Vegas in a game 7, by the way, tonight.
Dallas.
And one of the goaltender let up like 3 or 4 goals, but the dude was getting no help from his defense. The defense was blocking his sight, going off his. That happened to McAvoy. One of the goals, not last night, the game before, went off of him when he was supposed to block it. It goes off of him into the fucking to the net. Brandon Carlo turned that over last night. That wasn't his fault. He turned it over in the zone. That's a big no-no if you watch hockey. The first goal that the only goal the Maple Leafs scored, go back and watch it. Brandon Carlo trips over the fucking puck, doesn't get it out the zone. But you're right, it goes on the goalie. But I'm glad it did it. I'm glad that he's that it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Because they weren't doing him no favors. His defense.
That goal to tie it, to me, that was a huge score, man. Because it was in the last quarter. It was in the third quarter. It was getting tight, man.
That goal got to go down in Bruins history right there. It has to.
Oh my goodness!
That goal,
especially from who it was from.
Yeah, that goal, and for them to score that quick, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? When they scored, because it was 0-0, I was like, yo, this is gonna be another one of them 1-0 joints.
Yeah,
and my man hit the goal. I was like, yo, shit. I was like, shout out to him. But he for the other team he played for, he had goals like that before.
Yeah, you're right. And he hasn't been handling his business with us because he's another one that's getting paid. So all the guys that he actually called out, shout out to the coach, Montgomery, because you don't really see that a lot, Stacks and Crook and Beans. You see it, but not like in hockey like that. It's a so-called gentleman's sport. You know what I mean? Like they don't really call people out like that. You know what I mean? And he said, yo, Parson, no, you have to show up, bro. And I told my man at work, I was like, I didn't say he was going to score the game winner and go in overtime, but I said he'd have a big game because it's just he's that guy. He's the Tatum, the Brown, you know what I'm saying? He's that version of that where.
Shout out to Tatum for showing his face last night.
Oh, yeah, he was there last night. Him and Joe.
Yeah. I was we was saying now how come they wasn't really I didn't see them show him on the big screen.
No,
they did. Oh,
okay,
maybe
on the jumbotron. Yeah,
on the jumbotron. Okay,
that was dope, man. They needed that, man. Yo, let me tell you, that goal that the Maple Leafs scored yesterday, there was nothing Swayman could do about that shit. That shit was on the top.
That's what I'm saying. Carlo, go back and look at that.
That was ill. That aim, that shot,
it was ill. The way
it was nothing he could do.
He chilled for a minute, Stoney, before he shot the joint. But
he froze him.
He just chilled for a minute, then just hit him with a quick strike.
Right in the upper corner. Like he didn't know what fucking went by him, man.
I'm telling you, man, people laugh. Hockey is another sport that's a game of skill.
No, I really observed that last night watching
the way
that
they
game.
Run with that. What they run with the
puck, it's a game of skill and speed.
Amazing.
And speed.
Yeah, the speed. That skating speed, man. It's amazing how they do that.
Toughness too, because they be taking shots
and taking shots to the board. It definitely.
Oh yeah,
you're right,
bro. I love the.
They taking some hits, man.
Even when the Bruins, I hope we go all the way, obviously. But even when we're not in it, I still watch. It's crazy, bro.
Look, I gave up on them because of last night. See what happened last night? Because I've been on the short end of that stick too many times dealing with the Bruins, man. I told myself I wasn't gonna watch them until they got far, and look, they sucked me in last night. I wasn't even supposed to watch that game. Straight up, I wasn't even supposed to watch that shit. I was supposed to be.
I'm on the couch, me and wifey. I'm sitting on the edge of the joint like it's game 7 for the Celtics. I say, this is crazy.
Yo, that's what they do, man.
We all was.
Bruins are game 7 overtime playing motherfuckers, dog. That's what they do. They do not win easy. They could just not win a series. Everything is game 7 overtime. The year they won it, oh my goodness, man. I don't know how I didn't have a stroke that year. The year they won it, every game was game 7 overtime.
Right.
I wish I had this. I told me and Stacks had a conversation earlier. I shouldn't bring it up because I don't have the exact facts, but I had it. They showed it yesterday. We would have been the first team in basketball, hockey, and NBA that would have lost.
I think in all pro sports.
Oh, you seen that?
Back-to-back years?
I seen that. If we would have lost that last night, it would have been the first.
Bro, I ain't gonna front.
Pro sports.
That's a lot of pressure.
The overtime, I didn't feel good. I ain't gonna hold you.
Me neither. Nobody did. I didn't feel good.
Yeah.
I was like, not this shit. You know what I mean? But
not again. Not again. Yo, they do it time and time again.
It goes down to the Patriots, Red Sox, Bruins, Celtics. Boston teams like to do shit the hard way.
It's heart attack.
Always.
It's the heart attack.
It's never easy with them, dog. Never easy.
They want to put you through a heart attack.
They want to put you through some shit. Think about it. You're right. Think about all the championships in every sport. It's been a nail biter. Think about it.
Every time it's never a blowout. Except I rewind that. That year we beat Kobe. That year with Paul Pierce and them Garnett. We blew the Lakers.
Yeah, but
but to get there, Stacks. Game 7,
we were get there.
That was the game 7 against the. I mean, it wasn't the Eastern Conference Championship, but still,
it was against the Hawks.
The Hawks won 7.
No, we that year we beat Detroit.
Detroit only went 6.
Yeah, it felt like a 7-game series though, because we lost that.
We went 7 games with Chicago, the Bulls, with
the Bulls.
D Rose. Yo, that D Rose. Oh,
yo, let me tell you something, Stoney.
I watched that game.
Rose, dog.
He was killing Rondo. I think Rondo had blisters when that series was over.
Nah, didn't Stoney when it wasn't
Rondo,
blisters. It was Ben Gordon. Shout out to Ben Gordon. He going crazy.
Yo,
right now, Ben Gordon was going in too.
So, but before we move on to NBA though, and start talking on some NBA, who do we have? What's the next matchup for the Bruins guys?
Florida Panthers. The
Florida Panthers
that beat us last year.
Okay.
That we had. We also had 3-1. We also had them.
3-1, and we was winning with like 50 seconds left in the third.
Isn't that the team that went? They went all the way almost. Did they go
all the way to the finals?
They went to the finals.
Yeah, they lost to Vegas.
They lost to Vegas, right? That's right.
It is actually just swept. I know. I'm down here in Tampa. So
I think tomorrow's the first game, right, guys? Tomorrow night, right?
I think so.
Nah, you think so already?
You think so already?
Yeah. The other team, Panthers.
Oh yeah, because they're in Florida. They're not playing here.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
They got to travel.
They're the only game on tomorrow.
Yeah, Florida just swept. I'm in Tampa.
You're right.
Florida just beat not swept. They didn't sweep the Lightning, but they beat the shit out of them 3. I think it was 4-2. So they ready.
Oh yeah, they ready, man.
Wow.
Hey, but look, the tables are turned now. Maybe we play better when we're the underdog. I mean, that's all I could think
hopefully.
of.
I mean, I didn't really keep up on the Bruins record this year, but how was their record in the Eastern
They was good.
They were 47.
They've been good. They've been good the last 5 years. They've been good.
They're the number 4 seed.
They're the number 4 seed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bruins been good for a minute.
They've been good for a long time.
They've been good for a minute.
They just can't get over that hump. They got to get over that hump.
They've been good for a minute.
It's just they run into
like the Celtics.
Most likely,
hockey,
it's
different though, man. That puck bounces one way, man. Woo! Any team could win, man.
Anything.
It's how that puck bounces, right?
Hockey is definitely the team, the game where the seeds don't mean shit. If your goalie gets hot, low key. Before we move on, one of the big things too, the kid that was the goalie from Toronto, even though the kid last night played okay. The kid from Toronto that was helping them get back in the series got sick. He went to BC. I think his name was Wall or some shit. He just got sick mysteriously. He didn't play.
Oh yeah, I thought. What was his name?
Samsonov played in goal last night. He was the original goaltender who got benched. He played well last night. Don't get it twisted. Like it wasn't. I don't think, it would have been different. I'm just saying the kid that put him back in the series got sick. And the other kid, their best player, got sick in the middle of the series too. He played last night. That dude Matthews, he's like the leading goal scorer in the NHL. He got sick. So obviously the better team won. They're close, mashed up. I'm just saying, like, a lot of weird shit happened in that series, like, with injuries.
And that franchise, they going through some shit too. The Maple Leafs, they going through some type of curse.
They went home. They went home sick last night. They went home sick last night.
This team's been coming up short year after year.
Yo, they lose close games every year.
Every year.
All the time. They might get rid of that coach. I heard something about that coach.
Am I right, Stoney?
Yeah, it's been a minute. And let me tell you something. They're like the Cowboys of hockey. Like they're like that team that.
No, it's true because
the whole Canada is on their nuts to win. They on their nuts. Every year Canada's on them.
Yeah, that's their team.
And they keep coming up short.
Their original team. Their original 6.
Yep.
The original 6 hockey team.
Yeah, the Bruins, Toronto. I want to say Canadians too, right? Montreal.
Canadians. Yep.
It might be Edmonton Oilers ain't up in there.
Nah, they're on the East Coast. I think most of these teams.
Yeah. Chicago.
I think Chicago.
Yeah.
Maybe
so that, like Stoney said, they got a lot of pressure. That's a good comp, Stoney. Like they like the Cowboys of hockey.
Yeah, they're the Cowboys every year. I'm telling you, every year, man. They're like America's team for hockey, man. Let me tell you, that team. Look, they sell out every game. Every game they sell out. Every game.
Real quick, it's Montreal, Toronto, Boston, Chicago, Detroit, and New York. That's the original 6.
That's the original 6 hockey teams.
Yeah, hockey. Okay. Hockey's like that's Canada's football, NFL up there. Okay?
There you go.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Grow up.
I told y'all before. Remember, I dropped y'all a little gem that hockey was started in Nova Scotia, right? By they say it was started in Nova Scotia. There's a lot of people who debunk it, but it was supposedly started in Nova Scotia by I think it was some black dudes who developed the puck, and then they crafted the stick somewhere in Nova Scotia. I read about it. Y'all could check it out. Y'all could look upon it. Well, that's what I heard.
I know a lot of those Caribbean cats that moved to Canada play.
Yeah, that's. But I just heard that's where it originated from. Hockey originated from Nova Scotia, Canada.
Hockey, that shit is big in Canada, dog. Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. And it was
black hockey leagues in Canada. Course. I didn't even know that there was black hockey leagues.
Man, listen. They got a lot of.
So when people think that black people don't enjoy the sport of hockey, I like it. I mean, especially when it gets intriguing.
The two biggest analysts right now are black dudes.
Exactly. PK
Subban. The dude Anson Carter, he used to play for the Bruins. He's an analyst on. I think either TNT or TBS.
Yeah,
and that dude and the dude, damn, he's a goalie. The 3 biggest analysts in the sport are black. 3 biggest analysts. I forget that they're Kevin Weeks. He's on NHL Network.
Shout out to Kevin Weeks. Kevin Weeks was good, man.
Yeah, he was a beast. He was a goalie.
Right.
And shout out to Willie O'Ree. He was at the Red Sox game when they was in Cali. He was the first black hockey player. Bruins signed him. They retired his number, even though it took him a while. We definitely have our foot in that
footprint.
Shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the footprint.
We have a lot of players. Kane, Duclair, the kid from New York Rangers who played today, young kid. There's a lot of
I hear where I'm from. Tampa Bay was the first team to put all black hockey team on the ice.
Wow. Yeah, we got a foot in that. Our foot's in that shit.
That's good.
I like hockey, bro.
I like it, yo. No doubt. It's just I'm surprised that I'm surprised that
goes to a whole new level. The intensity.
I just got to understand they lineups and like the defensemen, the this and that. I got to understand.
Right.
Yeah, how they line up.
No, you got me right there. That's where I'm kind of lost in hockey is to know
the positions,
the game, how it's done. I kind of follow the flow of it now because it's somewhat like soccer in a way. Somewhat.
It is. It kind of is.
I know icing. I know what icing is, and
you know what I mean. So
offsides.
They got penalty.
The regular season, they got the penalty shootout.
The face-offs is somewhat like a penalty shot from the corner. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like they have some similarities. So yeah, I'm kind of feeling it, especially I ain't gonna lie, that game last night kind of made me like, yo, this thing is crazy. And like I said, the speed of the game is those guys are skilled. I was saying it all day, like to skate like that, play defense, get after that puck, you know what I mean, and try to get it there, get it in net. That's hard. That's hard work, man. So shout out to those hockey players, man. All those hockey players. Shout out to the Bruins making it to the second round.
Oh, hell yeah.
They needed to get there, man. Because other than that, people would have been, the coach probably would have been getting freaking driven off the state today or whatever, if that was the case, if he would have lost, because they would have said, enough of that. We need to move on to the next dude. So with that being said, man, I enjoy you guys giving a little segment on the Bruins. Bruins did win big yesterday. We got to enjoy that. Me and my boy Stoney, we was out there chilling, man, at the tavern.
The tavern.
You know how that goes. We was at the tavern last night and boom.
Sipping on some main lunch.
Yeah. And what's that called? That dark and what? What's that dark?
Oh yeah,
the
black and blonde.
blue.
Black and blue.
Black and blue.
We had a couple of black and blues.
Yeah.
That's the stout and I think blue moon.
Blue Moon, Stout and Blue Moon.
Stout.
Yo, that was
Yeah, we was getting nice yesterday.
Watching
the Bruins
night.
shit.
What did join that? Shout out, give the location.
In Dedham. And shout out to the Tavern in Dedham. Good, yeah, that's right. What is it called?
Dedham,
just the
man.
Tavern, right?
Yep, Tavern in Dedham, right there, right across from Legacy Place. You know,
right.
You can't miss it.
You can't miss it. The Tavern in Dedham, man. That shit was popping last night. Nice atmosphere. The food's good too.
Yeah, they got a franchise. They have multiple locations.
Yeah, they got a franchise all through Boston.
That's the one. That's the one close to us. But yeah,
so with that being said, man,
they would have carried us out of there. If the Bruins would have lost, we would have gotten carried out of there.
But we almost shut the place down though. I think we was like the last group.
I was trying to get numb last
night.
He was trying to get yo. When they scored that goal, I was like, yo, another 2 shots. Give me 2. Double that shit, cause man, I was like, shit, man. Here we go, man.
Yo, listen, I'm trying to tell you, man. It was fun last night. Watching the Bruins, man. Yo, the whole place went off, man. Everybody high fiving and dapping each other up, and it was just nice. It was just a nice camaraderie, and I was like, I felt different. I'm usually doing that with football and basketball, not really doing that with hockey. So doing that with hockey last night was a good experience for me. You know what I mean? I've been in Boston all my life, and I never enjoyed that type of atmosphere.
Shout out to the young bull and the calf.
Yes, it's young calf, old bull.
Young calf. Shout out to them. I watched some of their post game and pre game.
Yes,
they doing.
You watched it? They post game.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I subscribed. I watched a couple of their joints too. Like those, they actually do some good shit on there.
Yeah. Shout out to old bull, young calf, man. Shout out to that other podcast in Boston. We don't got no problem shouting out no other podcasts in Boston. Enough love, man. They show us love on their podcast. They shout us out. We shout them up. That's how it is. One day we're gonna do a cross. We're gonna do a cross show with them. We already told them we're gonna do a cross show with them. We're gonna do a cross show with them.
Yeah, definitely.
But before I move on to the next segment, man, I would like to say, yo, people, please hit the like and the subscribe button. Y'all brought. Thank you, man. I got my wish. We're climbing. YouTube just gave me 2 things. Let me just go this announcement before we move on. There it goes. Y'all see it just dropped. YouTube just let me know it is our birthday. This is Parlay with Us birthday. This weekend here was the birthday for Parlay with Us. We came on the show we came on the tube, YouTube, Facebook, and X a year ago today. A year ago, probably was a year ago today on a Sunday. So, man,
we was covering the Celtics.
We was covering the Celtics playoffs.
They beat Philly
by that quick.
It went by that quick, man. So happy birthday
Philly
to the team. Happy birthday to Parlay with Us. Sports and Entertainment Podcast. Please, people, keep liking and subscribing. Please subscribe. Please share.
I was going off on Tatum.
They didn't think we've been putting in this work. We've been growing. Things has been getting better. Everything's better. Like
what you doing, Stoney?
What'd you say?
Like, yo, this dude need to show up, man. I was wilding on me when we got on, man. I was like, yo, this dude, man, he needs to start bullshitting, because last year against Philly, he was bullshitting, man, and he had a good game a year ago today. Because I think, what was it when we won Game 7, Mr. Bean? I think we.
I would have to go back. I would have to go back and check.
I don't know because he had a bad game. Game 6, he came to life in the fourth quarter. Game 6, and then Game 7, he came.
Yeah. So we was wilding on it, man, last year at this time.
So man, it is once again, it is Parlay with Us, guys. I appreciate Doe. I appreciate Stacks. You guys into the y'all into the whole thing.
They brought it to another level.
Brought it to another level. Y'all into the whole thing and brought it to another level. Weeks later, when we started, we brainstormed it. Got Stacks, got Doe, and I think this is the perfect matchup. We got the perfect team, different characteristics. We bring different things to the table. And I love that part about this whole team and what we're doing, you know, and we're growing. And
partner, man. He needed a gambling partner on here.
And there you go. And Doe needed and Crook needed Stoney needed a gambling partner, and he got one. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna get into that, but my account looks kind of good this weekend. I'm not gonna get into that. Let me chill.
And I got Stacks going in his closet.
And you got Stacks going in his closet. There you go.
Light.
There you go. That's a good one. That's a good one. I like that.
I like looking at it. He's like, hold up, man. This dude.
Yeah,
this dude got me.
That's a good analogy, Cook. That's a good analogy. You got Stacks to go in there.
My man was like, all right, I see what this dude's doing.
You see, no, but you know, I think after one or two shows when he came on, he said, wait a minute.
Hold on, man.
And probably wifey was watching at the same time. You know his wife was watching. Yo, Cook, you know his wife was watching at the same time, like, yo, them dudes be looking, them dudes
but you know,
like, you better go get in the closet.
Doing that shit since high school, man. We all have, though. I just
no, but I'm saying,
you
know, I don't think Stacks in the beginning thought like, okay, man, we just gonna do this little thing on it. Then when he realized, like, hold up, man, I'm on tube.
Stacks the type of dude to show up to the bus stop with the Hirachis on with the Max's hat. You know what I'm saying? Be like, oh, you want a shot yesterday? I'm gonna wear the Hirachis today. Oh, okay.
Yo,
he did a mall run late night. He did the mall run.
His
Stacks go to the gallery at 8 so he could wear that shit in the morning on the road.
No, for real. Stacks realized he was on that too, bro. He said, hold up, man.
Hold on.
To show y'all what I don't know what y'all thought it was.
Y'all made me dig in the crates. I've been waiting.
Yeah.
The crates.
That's fire too, though. Let's talk about that.
For real.
Hat official.
I didn't see the hat until you bent.
Until you bent down when you just bent. I like that hat.
Silhouette.
Yeah, that shit's
that's
nice.
Just fire. That's the silhouette.
Get one of those.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
This shit just came out.
Yo, I know. I've been watching on these things, man. You guys been telling me about. But before we move on, let's move on to the next segment. But before we move on, I didn't give it to y'all, but I gotta give it to y'all now.
God, to make moves, doobie don't snooze, it's on your back, cause they hate you, dog break through, son get through, but don't break.
Yeah, we back, man, once again, man, it's Parlay with us, man. You got me, Mr. Beans here, you got Hustle Stacks, Sean Doe, Stoney Cook, man, we doing our thing, man, once again. What's up, fellas, man? We're gonna move on to the other part of the show, man, and once again, it is the NBA playoffs going on, and we got a lot of previews going on, a lot to talk about on the NBA playoffs, man. We obviously now know, from my little observation, I think we know that the Celtics will be playing who? Orlando, is it?
No,
the Cavaliers.
Cleveland.
We thought it was gonna be Orlando.
We thought it was gonna be Orlando.
I knew all along that series was going home.
Yeah, I knew all along.
But Orlando had these dudes, man. I don't know what the fuck happened.
They had them a couple times, but the home and home shit. I just knew it was gonna be Cleveland.
Yo, I left work. Orlando was up. Crook. They were giving plus 240.
Yeah, man.
And giving Cleveland plus 5.5. Bro, listen. I jumped on that real quick. Made a quick couple of hundred on that real quick. I knew Cleveland was gonna come back because Orlando can't score. That's their thing. They don't have anybody to score. I mean, Paul, he can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? They're young. I respect them.
Shout out to Miss Hustle Stacks, man, for the happy birthday for the crew, man. Shout out to Miss Hustle Stacks.
Shout out.
Yes.
And yes, we know that. I forgot that Tom Brady roast. I don't care for Kevin Hart, so I don't care to watch the Tom Brady roast. I don't.
I see him live.
I'll catch it on the replay.
Man, that dude is funny. I'm telling you.
I'll catch it on the replay.
I'm about to catch. My man, he was on Netflix real quick. What's his
Cat Williams?
Yeah, I'm gonna catch it on the replay.
Yo,
he was live yesterday.
Can I say
this shit's gonna be live.
Oh, yo, I heard Cat Williams shit too. Yeah.
That shit's gonna be. I'm gonna watch that shit.
Something about woke something.
Yo, man.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis and LeBron James are some real bitch ass dudes, man. The way they threw that dude under the bus like that, I didn't agree with that whatsoever, man. That was
tell me what I don't know. You got to fill me in on that.
After they lost the game, man, they just everything. I never seen players blatantly throw a coach under the bus like that, man.
Darvin Ham is done.
Throw Adrian Griffin
the whole
under the bus.
staff is done. They got rid of the whole staff.
Wow, they dumped everybody.
Came out and said it. AD came out and said it. He said, "We running down the court. We don't know where we supposed to be. We don't know."
He did. He said that.
Oh, he did say that?
Yeah,
AD said it.
He said that shit.
That was quoted. AD said that. Yep.
I don't pay attention to that bozo. He said that? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that ain't good.
And he said we sometimes we running down the court. We don't know what we supposed to do, who we supposed to guard.
Yep.
Yeah, but you back to the coach, man. That's a sucker, man.
You know what though? It goes to show you that, you know, in that league, if things don't work out, if you put your team together, you got to give LeBron some of the blame because he helped put that team together. You know,
that's true.
LeBron gets 65% of that blame.
Yeah, he put the team together. I mean, you put the team together. I don't know if he handpicked Darvin Ham, but he definitely didn't not want Darvin Ham there, right? Because
I think he did handpick Darvin Ham.
That's what I'm saying. He handpicked him and had a lot of input into that. But when it doesn't go LeBron's way, and that doesn't take away from his greatness, by the way. I still think he's where he's supposed to be. You know, one of the best ever put, obviously. But when you lose, you don't have accountability, and the pieces that don't mix, and maybe the coach, and you know, LeBron's very famous for after the game running through a whole sequence of plays for 3 minutes and telling you everything that happened down to the lady that sold the popcorn in the first row. So you telling me he can't get his ducks in a row and be an on-court coach? Right. If he doesn't, if they don't know where they're going, he can't put guys in position. You have to take over. You can't. It's not about being subordinate to your coach. If you feel as though the ship's falling and going under, you have to have some say in that, LeBron and AD. For that fact,
right,
you know?
Right.
So I don't feel bad for them. I don't like the Lakers. Never did. Don't like anything about them.
Thanks for that analogy, though, and you're right. About the Lakers, about Darvin Ham being a scapegoat, and sometimes he do have to take the bull by the horn, LeBron or not. But before we move on, I would always like to introduce our special guest on the show, man. We got Shannon Crooks in the green room, and King SHIZZY, as he's known. We got him in the green room. I'm about to bring him in. UMASS standout, Boston owned Shannon Crooks. Welcome. What's up, my brother?
Yo.
Peace to the gods, man.
What's good?
I'm in the whip right now. Got some things going on, man. But
look like how y'all say it out in Jersey. You about to pull a jukes right now.
Yeah, man. You already know.
Listen, you look like you in front of UG's, man. What's poppin'? You in town?
I'm outside Donovan Mitchell's crib. We about to tie this nigga up real quick.
I like that, man. Zip tie that motherfucker.
What's goody?
Yeah, man.
We're talking about the Lakers train how LeBron, how he's
like how they threw Darvin under the bus like that, man. I didn't co-sign that, man.
Yeah, me neither, man. That's terrible. But we know how the Lakers do as far as coaches. You know, I don't think it's not saying it's a racial thing, black or white. You know, if the play, and obviously it's a players' league, you understand? Mm-hmm. But for him, I think he did a hell of a job for what he had, and they're scrambling, the others, they're always scrambling the others to make LeBron and AD happy. And Stacks know, man, how I feel about AD. You understand? He's definitely not one of us, you know what I'm saying? And he's the one that got him fired,
Yeah, that's crazy.
But again, they play defense, it's just the others, they have nobody else to really help. And again, leadership, I know everybody looks at LeBron as, the GOAT and this, that, the other, but I think there's a lack of leadership there too. You understand? I don't think he's the best leader. You understand? And AD again, he's telling on you. You already know what type of guy he is. So that's where we at.
Yeah, man. That's When
And
I heard the statement that he said that, I was like, wow, like he really went. When
it.
he went at Darvin Ham and he made it was just basically saying the coach didn't know what he was doing.
Then
which is
I ain't gonna lie.
on their part to do that.
Funniest
That's bad.
the shit that was crazy is when I don't even know how they got that camera, because you're not even supposed to have a camera in the huddle like that. You know, remember yo, shout out the dog, because I've been through that situation when he says,
yeah,
he played for coaches. When shit gets tight, you find out if you can coach or not. And
for sure,
that clipboard look crazy.
Yeah.
All the lines going all over the place.
Yeah, you don't know what to do.
Yeah, your best player, like, coach, this 1-1-4, give me the rock, clear out, fuck it.
But again, you're right. But again, I think in the league, first and foremost, right? Once you get to a certain part of the game, you already know it's about the star players. You understand? The playbook is kind of out the window. Yeah, the playbook give you the blueprint to what the spacing, but you gotta react. You understand? And to put that on the coach, and they have Darvin Ham. He's not no X and O guy. You understand? He's a player's coach, a motivational probably guy.
And that's how I felt about that too.
But they have guys on that sideline. They have to. That's X and O. You always see the assistant, the guy that writing shit up.
He got OG on the bench. OG Phil Handy. Phil Handy's a great X and O guy.
You think so? I mean, I don't know. You know him better than me. I know him against the trainer. You know what I mean? The guy.
He more of a good player development guy.
He's a babysitter. Right. He's a babysitter.
Yeah, but again, I don't think it falls all on him. And it's the league. It's not college where the coach is a dictator. The players are the dictators. So when shit goes left, they can blame the coach. You know what I mean? So, it's Laker land. You know how that go.
Yes.
Yeah, but one thing about the Lakers led at halftime in every game against Denver. Mm-hmm. So maybe they didn't make those good second half adjustments, or they didn't adjust to the second half. But every game in that Denver series, the Lakers was leading at halftime. So as far as them holding the lead and making adjustments when Denver was making a run, maybe the problem was there. But the Lakers wasn't playing that bad. So I don't know what plays they were running down the stretch, but they led every game at halftime.
Well, it could have been it could have been Denver made the adjustments on their adjustments, because Denver's coaching staff is lit. I know that.
Yeah, you playing Denver. Yep.
And remember, Denver won. How many games they won on a buzzer beater by this dude?
But that,
what I'm saying? Like,
talent, though,
so it was the series was a tight series, man. Lakers just didn't make Denver made more plays,
It's like Minnesota and Denver last year. That's why I told you I like Minnesota this year, because they played Denver tough last year without McDaniels. I don't think Cat was 100%. They played them tough last year. Mm-hmm. And people seem to forget the dude that built Minnesota built Denver. So he actually built Minnesota to beat the team he built.
And who's that? That's the GM?
The GM, Tim Connolly. So there's actually when I was picking Minnesota, not that I'm the, an expert, I've been around the game a while. You see one of my best friends play. He's on here now. My father was coach. He's a coach. I always look at matchups, and I always look at how they played the year before. NBA has always been like that. I think, Shizzy, I might be wrong. If you said it a crook, I'm sorry. Whoever said it last week was like Detroit trying to get over that hump. When Isaiah was he going against the Celtics? He finally got over that hump.
Yeah, they finally got over the Celtics.
Going over the Detroit hump. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like,
it's a process.
It's like, I know Denver's been only the champion 1 year, but Minnesota's been battling them and they knew, that dude knew, because he built the team, what team was going to be the team to beat. Mm-hmm. And to be fair, like the pieces he put together, I wasn't the biggest Gobert fan, but obviously he knew what he was doing, the architect to combat, Denver.
Yeah.
You can't count Denver out, and it's back to the whole Lakers thing, because the coaching staff. And back to the Lakers, I feel as though, like you said, Shizzy, man, like Darvin Ham, he's one of those guys, he goes in the huddle, he knows a few things, he played in the league. He's not really running shit like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And could we talk about the elephant in the room? And like you said, we're giving AR-15, we're calling him AR-15, we're giving him, we're giving him on the USA Olympic team, we're making him out to be the next, Luka Doncic, and they were hyping this kid up over the summer. He's a seventh guy off the bench, in my opinion. He's no better than Peyton Pritchard, if you ask me. And he's our 8. You got D'Angelo Russell, that's not consistent. Is that Darvin Ham's fault? You got Rui, who's a good role player. You got a bunch of 7 and 8s and 2 1s and 1 that doesn't stay healthy. Is that Darvin Ham's fault? No. Now, is a better coach gonna do anything for the Lakers next year?
Yes, because those pieces ain't gonna be there. I can guarantee you that. I'll go to the window that whole Lakers team's gonna get blown up. Besides AD and LeBron,
well, it should.
LeBron might leave though.
Yeah, he ain't going.
Don't sleep. He might leave, man.
He ain't going nowhere.
So who does LeBron want to come in though? Who's coming in?
One moment, fellas.
I can guarantee they're gonna make some trades. And they're gonna blow that whole. Rui probably will be there. The Vanderbilt kid probably will be there. Jackson Hayes won't be there. D'Angelo Russell damn sure won't be there.
He ain't gonna be there.
He won't be there.
They definitely gonna blow that thing up. AR-15s, he'll still be there.
I mean, who can come for the Lakers? I mean, Durant?
It's LA. They'll always attract somebody. You know that.
Yeah, they'll attract somebody, but that's
who's AR-15? Anthony Davis?
It's getting old though. That whole Lakers mystique is, I think, it's getting old a little bit.
On that, man. I really agree.
It's getting old.
No one's
getting old because
they still gonna lower. But Stoney, with the money, that's LA. They still gonna lower. They can lower
them this. Stoney,
bring them in.
Listen, they can lure them there with their off the court shit. They can promise them. That's what they can lure them with their off the court shit.
Off the court shit, exactly. Shout out to David Burns. Thanks for coming to David Burns.
Players want to be in a situation where they know they could win a championship.
Exactly.
And I think once they realize that, even if it's the Lakers and they see that there's a little funny business going on there, they may pass on that. And I think it's getting to that with them.
100% on this.
A lot of careers are like just falling 100%. In the water over there, man. You going over there, you just they looking at all these players going over there and seeing what's going on and how they disappearing, and it's all about everything else, and it's just not fun anymore to play over there.
The energy there sucks. The energy,
but that's why probably a good thing, like you guys just mentioned, like Stacks mentioned, blow it up. It got to get blown up.
Yeah, they're gonna blow it up. They're gonna keep Reeves. I mean,
they got to keep Reeves. If they're
gonna keep Reeves.
Rob Pelinka, I think his clock is ticking too, man.
Yeah, you got who got him that job? That's Kobe.
That's Kobe.
That job. So
he's shady, Magic Johnson kind of exposed him a little bit, like because when Magic was with them, that's why Magic left, because of Pelinka.
Man, Magic left because Magic was fucking dabbling with other shit. Magic wasn't.
I mean, he was, but
he wasn't all in. He don't.
But ultimately,
you know what? I don't like that smiling, juggling motherfucker either. I'm calling what it is, dog. I'm sorry. I got like no Laker, dog, and he's number 1 on my list, dog.
Yeah,
like Joe said, I'm not taking from his greatness.
I hit you going in on Madge. What's going on, man?
He's going in on Magic real quick,
yo, they hired. Hold on, Stone. They hired Magic to run the team, and he wasn't all the way in with it. So that's my thing, wasn't.
He wasn't.
No, he wasn't. But there was a lot of funny shit going on behind his back, and Pelinka pulled some shit.
I can't hire you to do a job if you're not 100%.
No, I know what you're saying, but it was a lot of backstabbing going on over there, in that environment.
The Pelinka, that whole shit.
I think Pelinka, the clock's ticking on that guy, man. Watch for him, man, because he's questionable too with the moves he made.
Madge is about the money. Madge is the face.
That's it. That's what he is.
He's about that money.
They bring Madge in, and they think the young players that can, attract young players or what have you. I think some of the things at that time, I think they wasn't listening to Magic. You know what I mean? That's why. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, we just want your face, fam. We don't want you to.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And
right. We don't need your decisions. We don't need you to make no decisions.
Because he backed away. He backed away from the Lakers a little. He wasn't even like I don't want to say tweeting and all this shit. He kind of like was quiet with the, you know, talking about other teams and shit. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But
the Dodgers.
Yeah, you know, but
Mhm.
you know, Jeannie Buss, and we know Jeannie Buss with motherfucking Magic. What's her name? Rambit's wife. You understand? These people that don't know shit about basketball.
They don't know shit. They're not gonna do shit. They don't know shit. They ain't gonna do shit.
They just looking at niggas in the locker room. I'm gonna keep it real.
You're probably 100% right.
You know they cutting. You know Jeannie Buss is cutting. Shit, if I was one of them, you know what I mean? You they're trying to do business. They're trying to stay on the team. The Lake Show. Niggas want to stay in LA.
That's true.
And no, and I hate to say it because I hate them motherfuckers, but
I hate them too.
The Lakers can hire somebody and build that team. It's the Lake Show. They can build that team up. If she get it out of the way and hire somebody that know what they're doing,
just own the team.
Yeah,
just own the team.
Yeah, just own the team. But you always see it's too much going on over there. Too much sideshow with LBJ. And you know what? That's what they get because they pulled that funny business and got AD over there anyway. So that's
I'm glad AD didn't come to the Celtics. I'm glad he thinks everybody's happy.
When he's
pulling our hair out, son.
He's a good player.
Mr. Glass, we'll be pulling our hair out.
Mr. Glass,
yeah, man. It's just
telling you, we'll be pissed.
You can't rely on this guy, man.
Glass Joe.
If he would have had Glass Joe, we would not be happy right now.
And then for the money you paying him,
and the money, because you know they would have to throw the freaking bank at him.
He's the highest paid player in the league.
Yo, but you know who else too? Not for nothing. I hate to say it, but I'm glad we didn't get Kawhi either.
Yeah,
yeah. I didn't even know. I know he was looking at Jimmy at one time. I was a fan of that.
Yeah,
I was a fan of that. I was a fan of that.
But them other guys, nah, man. We need hard-nosed guys that can score and play some D. You know what I mean? I don't need soft guys. You know,
true.
For sure.
Exactly.
So, guys, what do you think? Let's move on. So, yesterday's no, hold on. What's today? Today is Sunday, right? So this was yesterday's game. Was it yesterday or the day before?
Yeah, Minnesota.
No, you talking about Minnesota and
Minnesota game. So
that's it, yo, Ant-Man.
Yeah, yo, listen. Yes, that was last night's game.
That
was last night's game. Minnesota ended up winning 106-99. Yo, that was that kid. Yo, you guys was
they balling.
Y'all know I'm new to some of these new players, right? I am. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Like I'm new to some of these guys that you guys are talking about
already.
But Ant-Man, I watched that kid for when he took care of business in that last series, and then when he's doing to Denver now. Yo, Denver don't got no answer for that kid, yo.
Hold on, being said right. Don't nobody got no answer for that.
Right.
I'ma just put it. Yeah, I'm for first time really watching the kid play, and that turnaround jumper that he did,
that's the MJ.
That's exactly what it looked like. It looked just like MJ. It looked just like it.
Whoa, I said, yo, Denver's in trouble. If he could do that type of shit mid-range and the way he was just killed, I said, yo, and what made it sweet, I think you guys was talking about this. The bigs to take care of Jokic, man.
Yeah, two bigs.
Yeah, bigs to kind of keep him occupied. Now, don't say Jokic still scored 32 points.
A hard 32.
A hard
32. Look, the Minnesota, they got a good game plan, man. Let me tell you.
He played 41 minutes. He scored 30. He played 41 minutes. He scored 32 points.
Shout out to me because I told y'all to go to the window on game one. I told y'all I did.
I bet the series. I bet Minnesota win the series.
I'll go to the window on the series on Minnesota winning. I got Minnesota.
I mean, it's not valuable. It's not as valuable now than before.
Didn't surprise me.
But Sean made a good point as far as Gobert. Because, see, the thing is, you're not going to stop Jokic. My thing with Jokic, you can't let him get middle. You got to force him, out of that middle to play basketball. When he's in the middle, he makes everything in there. You understand?
Exactly.
Yeah, but with Jamal Murray, I think, and you've seen it at the end of the game, when they run this screen and roll, my man Gobert sitting there. So Cat playing defense, occupying my man. So if you try to lob that over, even my man cutting from the corner, Gordon for that big man sitting there. So those two one got to occupy him and then occupy the middle just in case and have Murray kind of in between. That's a good. Like you said, that GM did a good job. If they come across them, that's gonna be tough for Denver.
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna be
tough.
tough for them. Let me tell you, Denver struggled with the Lakers, man. I'm telling you, man, they had a really dig deep, man. 2 buzzer beaters to beat the Lakers. I'm telling you, Denver's not playing good ball right now.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
they struggled, man. I'm telling you, they struggled.
They did struggle, but they're supposed to struggle with LBJ. Let's not get it twisted. That's not shit on LBJ like he cooked.
Right. Like for Minnesota, LBJ, they got some young gunners over there.
When it comes to a series, it's gonna be hard to get LBJ up out of there. I mean,
but when you have a close game with a team like that's champions, that confidence gonna kick. Even if they're not playing too hot, that experience and that confidence from winning. Yeah, that's good. They're getting them over the edge, them last second shot, all that shit. You know what I mean? They be winning those games. So like Ant-Man, they got a little separation from them, and that's what you need. You can't have a close game and then have the refs helping shit. You know what I mean? Like you can't do that.
You can't do that.
That's what I said. But listen, that series had a chance to be flip flop. Now, them Lakers role players play better. That's
I'm telling you.
They role
players didn't play well.
They was in every game to the end.
Every game they was in. Every game.
It was Stoney took Jamal Murray 2 games.
Two fucking.
He started slow.
And the Lakers had possession in those games. They just couldn't make that basket.
You know what though? I never thought the Lakers were gonna win that shit. As a person that watched a lot of basketball,
I didn't think they was gonna win. But I never
thought they were gonna win. I never thought any of that because
when they won,
I just knew they would give Denver a go.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can't write off LBJ. I'll give it. Listen, shout out to LBJ.
I wanted the Lakers show to win.
Shout out.
No, I did too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I did too. I hate the Lakers, but I did want them to beat.
You wanted the Lake Show to win, though.
I did. I didn't want to fuck with them Beans. I told you.
Minnesota
because you don't want to mess with Denver.
You don't want to fuck with Denver.
You're right.
I mean, not even that. I think we have to play Denver. We can't get way around it. You can't.
Minnesota now, but
yeah.
How we gonna match up? Okay. Hypothetically, real quick, I know I don't want to cut y'all in between that, but you say we have to play Denver. That was my thing. I've been calling that since I said Celtics, Denver, Celtics, Denver, and if Denver's gonna give us a little fit. But now Minnesota might be that team that could take care of Denver. How would we now match up?
Our experience.
I'll tell you, we are Minnesota's. Minnesota don't want to fuck with the Celtics because Porzingis is healthy. Gobert's eliminated. He's out of here. They gotta have to go small ball. They got to come with Nas Reed. Or play cat at the 5 because Porzingis is going to.
They're a little too big for us, man.
Yeah, that's I would play Minnesota. I'm not scared of Minnesota. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And they're young too. That's another thing. They're young. They've never been in the finals, so I
understand. That's a good analogy, Cook. That's a good one.
Their youth will kick in.
Yeah, you're right.
It reminds me.
Denver has the pedigree right now.
You know what that match? It reminds me when OKC went to the finals against Miami Heat, the Heat, and OKC was way more athletic. I thought the OKC was gonna smash Miami, but the experience, LeBron, D Wade, that's what beat that team. Man, that team was loaded,
right or no?
And we're gonna sit Beans. We're gonna go back to it again, Stone.
Were they up?
That was peak LBJ. You wasn't beating that LBJ
right there. But you had Durant.
Harden disappeared.
Harden disappeared. Yeah, Harden. That's what happened in that series.
Because he had to guard that fucking number 6 on Miami, which is LBJ just beat him up all goddamn game.
Yeah, LBJ was on one with the Heat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was
I'm telling you, he wasn't happy.
That was peak LBJ. There was nothing getting past him that.
And SHIZZY, that was after Ronda knocked my man head off, so he wasn't all the way in it anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, man.
Harden almost knocked his fucking head off.
Oh my God, man. I think that might have that Harden's game started going down after Ron clipped him with the motherfucking with the elbow.
With the elbow. Oh man, that was bad, man.
You're right, shit. Oklahoma City was
bad with that game
one.
Yeah. But my thing is, I like
for them stats.
I like what Cat said. If you guys watched a little game, what Cat said when they had the mics on the guys, and he was Anthony. What's his name? Anthony Edwards. He was hyped. You can see that energy, that youth. He getting that niggas. he's telling him in his ear, like, yo, you know, we got to slow down and pace, because, you know what I mean? He don't want him to burn out. You know, Cat been around for a few years, but
shout out to Cat. Shout out to Cat. Switching up, maturing, leadership.
Yes.
Like, just passing the baton, knowing when to shoot, not to shoot. He gets a little bit too touchy-feely, little knick-knack, viral bullshit.
Yep.
But he's, man, respect the Cat, man. Seriously,
shout out to Cat, man. Shout out to Cat, man.
You say shout out.
As good as Anthony Edwards is, if Cat doesn't take a back seat and tries to do too much,
start bitching like a lot of these other players. Yeah, I mean, you see the young boy. Listen,
they see something in that young boy. Cat would have been on the first thing smoking.
Yeah.
Not impeding this dude's growth.
If you smart, you trying to chill with Ant-Man. I ain't trying to go nowhere right now.
Exactly. You're right.
He's making Cat a more well-rounded individual as far as the leadership goes. So when Cat leaves, he'll have a reputation of being like, look, I could be the second guy. I could take, because you gotta understand a lot of these things that in Shizzy D, you know this better than all of us, because you played at that level. When you have a guy come in who was the guy, and you got a new guy that's coming in, if you stunt that new guy's growth, your reputation around the NBA or whatever league in Europe, whatever it may be, I've heard this. Take a hit. So other players, it ain't. See, this is why I agree with Crook on the whole Lakers thing. It's not about it being in LA. People want, this is different now. People want to be somewhere where they're comfortable playing. These young boys want to be comfortable. And Edwards is in Minnesota with his 80 feet of snow, but he's comfortable there.
Minnesota cold, man.
Because people they don't want to be in a system or a place where you're playing somewhere where there's just always this bullshit going on, bro. And I feel
stay out of trouble. You can get in the shit anyway, but
it's not about basketball.
That's true. You can stay out of trouble. You could get in the shit anyway.
You got cameras all.
If you in LA,
everything you do, man, it's like it's under a magnifying glass.
Yeah, think about it. You in LA, you outside all the time. So
it's a different pressure, you know, over there. You know, so I think these young guys, man, they want to get into a different situation.
You're gonna be cohesiveness, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they want to win.
Jalen Brown and Tatum a long time to get. Not that they didn't like each other, but it took them a long. They worked at it. You understand what I'm saying? They worked at it, and you finally get to that point. I don't know what's gonna happen. Hopefully they win this year. If they don't next year, whatever it may be. But at least you know it's like a relationship you have. At least you know if it don't work, they try to communicate and do it. They try to make it work. And that's why I respect Cat. If he ends up leaving after a free agency, his reputation in the league now prior to this wasn't the best reputation. Not saying he was bad off the court. I don't mean that off the court shit. I'm saying on the court. He was doing selfish and all this. Now, even if we all know it, he had to take that back seat. It ain't like Ant's better than him. He's still Cat fucking. He's still Cat. He ain't no slouch. He ain't no slouch at the end of the day. So his reputation is actually growing because he took that back seat and let Ant Edwards be his team. It's like you said, or whoever said, he got in his ear like, yo, fam. Yo, good. Yo, I really like seeing that. Shout out to Cap, man, for real.
Yeah, I think I agree with you, though, but I don't think he took a back seat. I think Ant told that nigga to sit down. Like, yo, dog.
Yeah.
Like, he don't have to.
But he's backing it up, though. He's backing it up.
He don't have to. His play, yes, he does. His play.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
If he want, okay, since this is what's gonna happen. If he doesn't take this back seat, they're gonna trade that nigga to the Washington.
Exactly.
So
but he don't have to take the back seat. And
I'm riding this Ant train all the way to the chip.
No, it's cool. But he don't have to. This is my point. He does not have to do that.
He's a good enough player. If he want to force his way out, he could.
He can force his way out. He don't have to do that.
And then what though? Where's he gonna go?
That's the thing. He'll do that.
Where he goes, he ain't gonna be there. And then you're gonna get someone. What I'm saying is,
I think
we know he's better, but what I'm telling you is he could have made that situation very toxic if he didn't take it back. He could have forced his way.
But he's not that kind of guy.
He's not.
Probably not.
And he's not that type of player either.
Not that kind of guy.
Probably
he's not that type
but
of player.
Only this is my thing.
Not only
is he still with Lori Harvey, right? Isn't he dating Lori Harvey, this girl?
Who
knows?
Cat, yeah, man.
Nah, she done. Nah, let me tell y'all. Hold on. Time out real quick. Hold on, fam. Time out. Ain't nobody holding on that, bro. All right. No, he ain't dating her no more.
Oh, word.
Oh, shit.
Ain't nobody holding that. Ain't nobody holding that.
Nobody can say that. Wow.
Ain't nobody holding that, fam. Y'all
She got that
crazy.
dude.
Y'all
What's
think
that
somebody
dude?
can hold on to that? Huh?
This nigga
That
doing
was-
commercials.
yeah.
If Michael B. Jordan, if Michael B. Jordan,
Michael B. alone, man.
if Michael B. Jordan didn't hold on to that, who's holding that?
Bro,
Fam?
why this dude Michael B. Jordan doing commercials and the Himalayas getting like he ain't recovered from shorty? Where she got that magic?
Listen, ain't nobody holding it. Yo, y'all should know by now. Y'all should know that shorty right there.
Yo, Beans,
Mike-
that's a
nobody
Thursday
got
show.
no-
That's a Thursday show, Beans.
That's a
Yo,
Thursday
right.
show. That's
Listen,
a
every time I
Thursday
see
show.
Michael B. Jordan, I think of The Wire, man. When
That's
they,
true, right?
But that's another
back in
topic
there.
for another day.
Nah,
But
yeah,
no,
man.
but Cat, no. I think personally,
Yeah.
I think Cat. This is what I think. Like, he's in a good situation.
He's in a
He
great
now has.
situation.
Great
He now
situation.
has. Just think about when LeBron had Wade, when LeBron had this one. Like everybody had somebody, right? Cat never had nobody really, bro. Like, especially at this kid's
He
caliber.
had Butler. Butler hurt his
Yes,
feelings.
They shipped him away, right?
'Cause he
Butler
didn't
wanted
want
to
to
be
take
his
the back
own dude.
seat.
Nah, Butler tried to tough
Butler
him
probably
off, and
wanted
he
his
took it the
own
wrong
thing.
way.
You just said it. Maybe Butler didn't want to. He didn't want to be what Cat did. Like you said, Cat took that back seat and said,
Butler didn't
"Yo,
want to be there.
he didn't want to be there.
And
He didn't want to." So I think right now, Cat just got a situation where, like, yo, I gotta win it. I got a team. It's
Not
put
only
together
that,
now.
Yo, Cat. Not only did
Play
Cat take
my
a
role.
backseat
Play
for
my
Evans,
role. You
he
know
took
what I
a
mean?
backseat for Gobert because he didn't like Gobert. And Cat is like that. But he didn't like Gobert. He did not like
Because he probably
playing with
thought they was replacing him and about to move him.
He
You know
did
what I mean?
not. Y'all gotta read between
I mean,
the lines with this shit.
I questioned that move too. When they made that move, I questioned it. You know, I didn't know where they was going.
be
with
fair, I
that
did
move.
too.
Hold on. Why you say that? Because I disagree. Because he wanted Gobert there because he wanted to move and be a stretch four. But before Gobert got there, he was a Cap. Don't get it twisted. Cap was nice with his back to the basket, dog. Before Gobert got there.
So Cat,
listen, hold on. He wanted Gobert there because he wanted to go to a stretch four. You know why? Because that made his pay raise go up that much. So that's why he wanted.
Yeah, he might have wanted him there, but when it wasn't working out, they weren't getting along.
I'm telling you for a fact. Why you think he started shooting? Remember, for a minute he was just shooting threes. That's what he was doing.
Right.
He didn't want to play. Cat does not want to be a five. He doesn't want to be a five. Before Gobert got there, he was a five. He was a five at Kentucky.
Yes, he was.
He was a five when he first got to Minnesota.
Cat shooting that thing too, man. When he take good shots,
but he wasn't shooting like that, though. Shiz. He's shooting it now. He's shooting it.
Yeah, he's shooting
it. When Gobert got there, that gave the luxury to be a stretch four. Now he's a stretch four.
For sure.
Now at times when they need him to play the five, yes, he'll go down there and bang. Go down there and bang. And not only that, he took that backseat to end. That just included, his pay raise is going to go up. Now he's a max guy because he's definitely a viable number two. He could be a number one somewhere else. If he was a chip, he may bounce. He may bounce, so don't give him the money that he wants. So and then he humbled himself. His mom's died in the COVID.
Blessings, man. That shit was rough. Blessings.
I'm telling you, Cat went through a lot, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, word.
He wanted to be a stretch four. He did not want to be a five no more. He didn't want to be it. So when Gobert got there, he was like, okay, this.
Yeah, you're right. But when Gobert got there, it didn't work. It wasn't working. It didn't work. And it was wonky. And that's what they said. No, it was wonky.
It's amazing how the league evolved when you got the big men scoring the way they score now, man. It's amazing, man. These 7-footers, man, scoring like guards and shooting threes and all that stuff. That's this league changed, man, a lot. Because a guy like Cat, that's even bringing that's the five all day.
Yeah, but if you know anything, man, they've been playing five out in Europe forever since back in the day with what's my man Sabonis. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like we just kind of catching up to that style of play, so to speak, because the old. I ain't gonna go too deep, man. These old traditions we gotta follow. We follow the tradition of two big men and all this bullshit. You know what I mean? We play with all guards. You know what I mean?
I know, ain't no. They don't play. Let me tell you something. When I have fives. And the college coach recruiting that five, first thing coach asked me, "Yo, can he shoot it?"
Yeah.
That's the first thing. They ain't asking, can he catch him back to the basket? They asking, can he hit the mid-range?
You got to be able to do that. You know what I mean?
If you play the 5, you better be a hella defensive 5. You got to block shots and run the floor. If you ain't doing that, you ain't going to the next level. You go across the water and develop your game and come back.
Yes.
But a 5 right now is a stretch 4. If you ain't shooting that mid-range, you ain't going to play. I'm telling you that right now.
Right.
You're gonna sit.
Yeah, you see that.
And that shout out to the shout out to the European player. That shout out to the European ball player.
Yeah, them Europeans, man.
They changed that game. They made the 5 have to be able to step out and shoot the mid range.
Shout out to Dirk. That's the guy who came in.
Yeah, shout out to Nowitzki. Oh man,
yeah.
His was a beast.
That kickback follow away was lethal.
So
Dirk
step back. The step back.
A lot of moves niggas stealing from Dirk. Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah, a lot.
The
that step back
off all of that. Yeah,
that was Dirk all day.
Hey, but if you do the knowledge, I'm gonna keep it real. If you do the knowledge, Larry Bird used to do the step off on niggas a lot. Look at, you know what I mean? Larry Bird hit a little step off J, dribble one way, little step off.
Yeah, because he didn't jump. Bird didn't jump. Exactly. Bird didn't jump much. His thing was the little step away, and he was a set.
He was a set. Yeah, he was a
3-point shooter,
step away dude too. Yep. Bird was.
Yeah, Bird was nasty.
That's as much as he was nasty with that.
As far as he jumped with that step back, but most of the time he was a set 3-point shooter.
So David Burns got a little question. He said, "So the Celtics can't take the Cavs lightly. Celtics must protect home court and close this in 5. Mitchell's a problem which needs to be clamped down."
You know, how about sweep? How about we get on this streak? How about maybe that loss to the Heat
SHIZZY,
woke something up with these guys?
I'm sure all y'all feel like, is Mitchell going to be a problem? He can't be a one-man show, right?
He's dealing with an injury. He's dealing with some knee situation right now. I mean, yeah, he scored a lot, but he's definitely nicked up. Everybody's
physical
nicked up.
with him, man. If we trying to win, ain't no respect. Physical with his ass. And the thing with Mitchell, and that's T's draft. I always give T love, man. He picked him out, man, the draft. You know what I mean? Right away, he was killing. You know what I mean? And Mitchell is one of those guys. He's like Steph. He's going right hand every time. It's tough to stop, but I was telling you, he's going right every time. You understand? Yeah. You got to make him go left. You know what I mean? When he go left, see, he'll still use that right hand going left too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Play with the left.
He loves
hand
the Euro step too. He loves doing that Euro step. He's nasty,
but when he get that full head of steam, he's you know, Mitchell's a hell of a player, man.
He scored 39. He scored 39 tonight.
Would you just let him do what he do and clamp everybody else down?
No, I think.
I mean, Cleveland can't score.
I don't think he can get busy on our guards like that. I just don't think so. I think he'll get his, but I don't think he gonna knock them 50s and 40s.
Cleveland can't score either. That's gonna be the problem.
They're gonna be shooting a lot of threes, man. That's what Strus and
Garland. That scares me right there. Strus. When he see that Celtic uniform, he loses mind. I'm telling you that right now.
He was 3 for 3. He was 3 for 6 on threes today. 3 for 6 on threes today. So he was.
Garland looked like he regressed to me. I don't know if he's hurt. He don't look the same player he was 2 years ago.
I mean, he's balling. He's balling. Sleep on him.
Who's that?
Garland was balling the other day.
Yeah, but I'm saying he was he was more consistent a few years ago. Like this, he's not the same. It doesn't. I don't know if he's hurt.
He got Donovan taking his fucking shots away. Probably.
Yeah, make him drive, man.
He was 3 for 13. He was 3 for 13.
No, I'm telling you, bro. Trust me. I follow the stats. His stats. And you're right, Stacks might be
30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes.
He's not the same player, bro. He's not.
I think that's.
But he's effective.
He might be hurt.
Effective, man.
Yeah, he just come from injury.
He must. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying because he ain't work. There's something.
Yeah, he's not 100. He's not
100%.
Yeah, Donovan. I think Donovan just let that thing go, boy.
Oh, yeah,
and what's Jared Allen's status?
He hurt. He's still hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt.
He's not. Is he gonna be back for the series? Or?
Yeah, he probably.
Yeah, I think the reason, David, your question, why do they have extra days off in the first round, is travel. I think I would say
it's travel. They just play. They got to go. They got to go to Boston. Yeah. So they need that travel day, which is tomorrow. They
but
play
not
Tuesday.
The second. Well, reason why I don't know what he's saying, but not the second round. The days off in between, maybe I don't know.
They give you 2 days. They give you 2 days.
SHIZZY, you got the NBA connect in the executive. Find out for us for the show for next week.
All right. Yeah, I'll put the call in.
They giving
you
them
gotta put the call in, Shizzy. Come on, I don't want to put you on the spot like that.
Yeah,
but
yeah, nah, man. You know,
call Mr. Silver and find out what's going on with that.
They're giving them 2 days travel. They call that shit the Denver rule, because they allowing you to get accustomed to that altitude up there. So now they're giving you like 2 days, because that a lot of players say when they go to Denver, like they can't breathe.
Huffing and puffing the first 2 quarters. The first quarter,
it
is
was
rough
last night
because the air is thin.
So
you sucking in a lot of air.
He might be one of them different motherfuckers that
his lungs.
They was up there. They've been up there for like 3 or 4 days. Remember, they swept the Suns, so they probably left and went up there early.
Oh yeah,
right. Started practicing and stuff like that. You're right. You're right. So I mean, obviously, guys, I hate to ask the question, but I'm going to ask the question. I got to ask it for everybody, the people out there who's watching and listening. What do you guys have Celtics taking this Cleveland series? 5, 4?
I got 5.
I got 4.
I
got them sweeping.
I got.
So Stony Cook got a sweep.
Stacks
got 5, and you say 6.
I hate to say this, man. You know what I mean? But it's not going to be easy. You know.
Now tell me why you guys. No, hold on, real
6.
second before you answer, Shizzy. You're gonna say it's not gonna be easy. We just had a little talk about Cleveland and Orlando, and y'all saying both these teams are poor shooting teams. With the arsenal of the Celtics, why is this not going to be easy?
For me, right? My thing is when it comes to, like, for example, Orlando, their guard shit is all over the place. You know what I mean? They have no consistency. They're playing like a 3 guards, 4 guards. They're scrambling, so there's no consistency with their guards, right? With Cleveland, my thing is, and with the Celtics, I feel we always have a little trouble with point guards that can go. Jalen Brunson, guards that can cause confusion. You know what I mean? And they got 2 of them. I think Mitchell more than Garland at this point. But I just feel when it comes to guards, that's kind of like where we get in a little trouble. And I know we have Drew, good defensive guys, but they're bigger guards, and that's my assessment. So I know they got Donovan, and he gonna be going, man. He gonna be making shots, and it's not gonna be easy. Going into Cleveland, I know they got us one time this year, I believe. One game.
Always get us up
we
there.
Should have won that.
Yeah, and it's always a
it's
a tough
weird
game
up there. Always weird up there.
Yes,
but Tatum always kills on the road in Cleveland too, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? So for me, I want to say sweep and shit, but no, I feel like we're gonna drop a game or so. So I'm gonna just be safe and say 6.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I like the sweep.
Yeah, that's fair. For the second round.
I agree that it's not going to be easy, but I think we could beat these guys. I think we could sweep them. I think we got too much firepower for these guys. I don't think
gentlemen sweep. I'll take it.
That's
I don't think
I say 5. I say 5. Now
I forgot his name.
It's Stoney, like you said, Stoney. Now with Stoney, I wouldn't be surprised if we swept him.
I don't think Mitchell is 100%. No, I'm just calling a sweep. I'm not saying it like boasting about it, but I feel like we can sweep them. I think that loss against Miami, I think this team found something.
Yeah, I agree.
I think something turned on with them because for them to win that 4 in a row after that loss says a lot. And I don't see I never seen the Celtics team do something like that.
Not only 4 in a row, Stoney, the way they won the 4 in
the
a
way
row.
It's just the way they went off. Exactly. The way everybody was playing it with a purpose. The defense, they turned the defense intensity. And I see a Cleveland team that struggles to score. I think Mitchell is not 100%. Garland, he's a stud, but I just think they don't have enough firepower. It's not going to be easy. I agree with Shizzy. It's not going to be easy, but I think we can win 4 in a row. There may be a game or 2 where it's going to be tight, and then we pull away. But I think we could beat these guys. I think we could sweep them, and that's what I'm rolling with. I'm rolling with that sweep.
Man, I hope you're 100% correct.
I will say the gentleman's sweep. I mean,
I'll say 5.
Yes, we took care of Cleveland this season, and they only got 1 game on us, right? And that was in Cleveland. So I could say the Celtics might be poised to, take this out in 5, get some rest, and wait for the Eastern Conference Finals. You know, as far as a few
if we get
concerned.
when we get past Cleveland, New York, that'd be a different story. But
That's
we'll get
story.
there.
That's
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I said it from the beginning. New York is that team that can give us problems.
So they can get the rest, and then get Porzingis back in enough time to play in this New York. Hopefully, this New York Knicks.
I don't think the Knicks gonna beat the Pacers.
Yo, the Pacers, you can't sleep.
Good one.
Yeah,
I watched the Knicks. You cannot sleep.
And I agree with Doe. I don't think we need Porzingis to beat the Knicks. Me and Doe talked about that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No, they don't need Porzingis to beat the Knicks.
Nah,
y'all don't think so?
I think we could get through the East without Porzingis. No. I'll go as far in the limb as that. Like I'll go on that limb. Yeah, I don't think. I think in the finals we will.
Minnesota or Denver, yeah, he got to be there.
Gotta be there. And I think that's what they banking on. I think they got their mindset on that. Is holding them off until then.
Okay, that seems because you know the West Coast got the, you know, like you said, Minnesota or Denver got the big men that we have to kind of match up with. So yeah, I can see that. You know, we can. I mean,
I'm going to limb. I think those out the West. I think that's the only two teams we would need Porzingis for. I like our matchup with OKC. If we
OKC, that's my main thing with them. They young. That young factor, it's a lot in the finals and championship.
About that game too, man. Denver and Dallas and OKC tomorrow too. Don't forget they playing.
That's a goodie right there. That's the series I want to watch the most.
I mean, tell you, Dallas. Don't sleep on Dallas. Dallas.
I ain't sleeping on him, Stoney. You shout out to Stoney. Stoney called him out earlier. I didn't know Kyrie was going to turn into fucking Earl of Pearl.
We didn't
know, but Kyrie. Look,
I'm sorry.
That's the Kyrie we've been waiting for that Kyrie when he was in Boston.
Okay, hold on 1 second. So since we're gonna talk about Dallas took care of business against the Clippers on Friday night, 114-101. What happened to the Clippers, guys? I forgot about this game.
Kawhi.
And I know Kyrie's been balling. I don't know Luka. I don't know about Luka too much. I know Luka's a good ball player. I know Luka's
Luka great, man. Luka's
I just don't watch him. And the reason why, because I'm really not watching. I'm not watching Dallas, and that sucks for him and Kyrie. And I know Kyrie's good, and I know he probably this year. I think Kyrie's probably played some of his best ball in the past 5 years.
Somebody pull Kyrie to the side, man.
Yeah,
and told him, look,
all
them antics.
You know what?
That's what it was.
I guarantee you it was Shamgar on that bench.
Somebody pulled him to the side.
Shout out to Shamgar. Shout out to Shamgar.
I bet you Sham been talking
to him. Somebody told him, listen, you're too gifted, you're too talented, you're too special to be letting anything outside of basketball interfere with what you're doing here. Like anything outside of basketball, you keep that separate. And I think that was the problem with Kyrie. He was bringing too much distractions and giving people things to talk about except basketball. It was everything off the field, and he didn't have his focus. But now he's focused. Since he came to Dallas, it's just all basketball, and he's showing you what he can do, man. That left-handed shot, game-winning he shot. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I never seen nothing like that, man. Somebody shoot it with the left.
Nasty. He was nasty when he was
here.
That
was beautiful, man. That was beautiful.
He was nasty when he was with Cleveland.
He was nasty in Cleveland.
Kyrie, and that's how he's playing right now.
He's playing more team ball. And shout out to him a lot of respect.
Shout out to the GM for the acquisitions of Gaff.
And you took the words out my mouth. Without that trade,
man. I agree. They had to talk with him, man.
And Jones,
he's keeping all that outside shit separate.
It's the others
too. Jones, man.
It's the others, man. It's the others because I respect Kyrie and Luka. They're great. You know what you're gonna get. Kyrie, you not know what you're gonna get, but you know what you're gonna get this year. But Gafford. And Jones on the wing. I didn't know Jones could play D like that.
Yeah,
he always was like a hustler.
I didn't know that. I'm not gonna front. I ain't gonna front. I know he was on Miami. I know who he played Miami.
Yeah, no time. It's no time.
He's on the Bulls. He's on the Bulls too. He got
Bulls.
Yeah, he got
man. He locking motherfuckers down. And shout out to PJ Washington, 3&D, and Gafford. You know, I'm one of them guys. I like the well-rounded shit because the NBA. The thing about the NBA I don't like is and I do it too. So I ain't gonna even cap. But when we just promote the stars, man, like I told the dude yesterday, I said, yeah, as good as it was, Nas B took that fucking game over for like 3 or 4 minutes.
Word. He been hooping all year.
Shout out to Nas.
You know what I'm saying? So
actually close against Nas.
Dallas is great. right
they're
now
a good
because
team,
their defense is playing how they need to play, and Kyrie's playing, and Luka, you're gonna get 40 and 10 and 20, whatever Luka does.
Yeah, but the game they won in LA, Luka, man, he played like an MVP that game. That's why they won that game, man. That I think it was game 5 or game 6. It was the last game they played in LA.
Like Shizzy said,
he was running, passing.
Yo, Luka be smiling like I'm busting your ass and ain't nothing you can do, dog.
Luka's that dude, man.
He's smiling. He was smiling, Shizzy.
Smiling. Caption when Harden got his hands on his knees and he talking to him like, I'm busting your ass, dog.
Yeah. He'll smile at the crowd like, you serious? This nigga trying to guard me? But like Dallas, the thing about Dallas and those others like Gafford, he was playing it, even though they was losing in Washington. You know,
everything. I liked him in Washington. Yo, I swear on everything. I was hoping the Celtics made a play for him. I was. I thought
Athletic.
He was solid in Washington, man. I always thought. Yo, remember he was the dude catching all them oops.
Yeah.
Right.
Nah, man, kidnap shit.
Yeah.
But when guys know their role, right? People don't understand when you're unselfish and you know your role, you come to play every night. You know, it might be setting screens all night, but guess what? If we win, you're gonna play yourself into some money. You understand?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of these guys, like, not to go back to the Lakers, but you see, I know Prince, all these guys had little issues and shit like this, but those guys, you can tell they too relaxed. What's this other guy that played at Duke? I forget, the Reddish. All these guys. Them guys gonna be out the league soon. You're too relaxed. You're supposed to be going crazy hard. Pause.
Cam Reddish?
Yeah. I'm saying you with the Lake Show, but when you see guys like that, like you say, Jones, he been probably dying to get on the goddamn court. You know what I mean? Every team he's on. Now he got an opportunity. He ain't letting that shit. He's throwing it on niggas like, listen,
he's balling like I never see him play.
Yeah,
he's man. Not letting that go. When guys know their role, that's a dangerous team. That chemistry. Dangerous team.
You know who's balling for them?
Let me ask you guys a question. Because y'all talking about everybody balling. What happened to Westbrook?
It's age, man.
It's age.
6 points.
Yeah, but Westbrook, he's not that guy no more. He's not that guy no more.
His game is predicated off of energy. You know what I mean? And he's fighting it, but like that energy and that athleticism is not. It's in spurts. You feel me? So
you're saying he lost a step?
Hell yeah,
definitely
been lost a step. He lost.
I don't know. I haven't watched him in a few years.
He's been done. You know? He's been done, man. And shame on the teams that had him a little early. They didn't use him right, but like Shizzy, you were saying it's a players league. He might have been fighting, but he didn't get used properly.
What up, Jolly? That's my man Jolly.
He should have been used.
Soccer guy. I'll be talking about Shiz Doe. Sean, I'll be talking about my man on soccer. This is my man Jolly. He said Luka playing injured too. Is that, I don't know. Is that
everybody's playing injured?
Yeah, but
everybody injured. That's what.
But his injury is playable. He's showing it. I mean, the way he was running up and down the court, he's showing that ain't much.
Luka, the pace he played,
he could play with a broken leg the way he played.
That's my point. You have guys like Westbrook, and he's a Hall of Famer for sure. You understand? But his game is predicated off of athleticism. He have game. He's a guard. You know what I'm saying? But like Luka have no athleticism. His game is predicated off a game. You feel me?
Yeah.
If Luka have to do all this tricky shit, you know what I mean? Like Larry Bird, he can't jump over a phone, but he's out thinking guys.
Yep.
You feel me?
Larry Bird type shit.
Yeah, so
he said Larry Bird used to talk smack to you, tell you what he was going to do on the court. That is true. Larry Bird was a big trash talker. Yeah, people talked a lot of shit.
Luka's a bigger guard too. He's big, man.
I just heard some shit where I forget who said this, man, but they said that Larry Bird, when Doc started Barkley had the interview with our Shannon Sharp, right?
Yeah, I seen this. Go ahead.
Yeah. Right. So he said that Bird was told, like, yo, why you got this old ass motherfucker sticking me, yo? Saying it's the Barkley. That's what started the fight. You know what I mean? With Julius, when they was choking each other in the photo and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And know what's crazy is Barkley said that was a preseason game. That was a
word?
Yeah, that was a preseason game. And Barkley said, yo, Bird was cooking, Doc. Yo, I seen that interview. That was a preseason game.
Yeah.
He said Barkley was holding them.
Don't forget, Bird was playing with those brothers down there in Indiana, bro.
You know, that was too, though. That was a year. when
Bird wasn't no sucker though.
Put Boston out the playoffs.
Hell no.
Yeah, Philly used to put Boston out the playoffs, and you know, Bird used to take that shit personal.
Oh yeah,
Nah,
Philly
Bird was a
Philly
tough
was
cookie,
smacking
man.
Boston in the early 80s.
It was
Smacking them. Dr. J, Maurice Cheeks, Moses Malone. They were smacking Larry was having problems.
James Toney, shout out to James Toney, the Boston Strangler.
Boston Strangler, James Toney. And I think when what changed it for the Celtics was, I think when they brought in DJ, or was it?
It was DJ.
It was DJ.
It was.
Shout out to DJ, man.
Shout out to DJ. Rest in peace to DJ. But it was DJ who came in and kind of changed the game a little bit. DJ and somebody else. Was it Mikhail? Somebody else.
Mikhail was there.
Mikhail was there. Some two guys came in and kind of brought them over the hump with the 76ers.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you it was your man Cornbread Maxwell.
There you go.
Because
Cornbread was hard body, man.
Cornbread was those guys that played.
Yeah, that toughness.
Those fast fours back in the day. And Cornbread came in and slowed that shit down. Shout out to Scott Webman. Remember, Scott Webman was at the 4 at the time, and he couldn't cover Worthy. You know what I'm saying? That was that he couldn't cover Big Game James. So that's when the Lakers went out and got Cornbread and the rest of the guys, man.
Right. So I know we got a lot of more playoffs to go. We're just warming up. The Celtics will be starting their game on their second round on Tuesday here in the Garden, I'm sure, right? Hell yeah, number 1 seed. So yes, the Celtics will be playing this Tuesday. I think I'm sure it's a prime game, 7:30, 7 o'clock game, right? Obviously. And
OKC at 9:30, I think.
Thanks for giving us that. Dallas is playing at 9:30. So that's basically that's a doubleheader. Are you saying that's a doubleheader, though?
Say it again.
That's a doubleheader, same day.
Yeah, on TNT.
Good. Okay, and then we have
tomorrow. We got Knicks, Pacers, and Game 2, Denver.
That's gonna be a goodie.
That's gonna be it's gonna be good. And look, Knicks or Pacers could give the Celtics a fight.
Yeah, we didn't even go across.
The Pacers run, they score, they score that ball, man. They run, they love to run. And
I think Rick Carlisle's on a mission too.
They're on that.
Then you got then the coach there in New York too.
The thing about the Knicks that if the Knicks have an issue, what I think they're gonna run into, and Shizzy, you're gonna agree. Tibbs runs his players into. That's why D Rose is out the league, in my opinion. Tibbs plays.
That's right. Yeah, he does run his players.
About that. That's fact.
Yo, you're right. Yo, Doe. Great analogy.
Tibbs is tough. He's tough.
No, but great analogy.
Too. When you see him, he's intense.
I'm glad you focused on that because don't you see Brunson's playing the same style the way J Rose used to?
Not as athletic, but yeah, he's handling. His usage is the same.
The usage.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. His usage is the same, just not the athleticism.
Yeah.
Yo, Brunson looked like he was gonna Yo, Brunson looked like he was gonna pass out after that game, bro. I was like, yo,
Brunson's a warrior, but
he is a warrior. But
no,
are they over? Are they over?
You play so much. 40. That was just a free accident.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it real, man. For what Brunson's doing,
he must have kidnapped Donovan Mitchell. Oh, okay.
No, I got him back.
Yeah, but I
thought you had Donovan real quick and put him in the trunk.
Go back and say that.
Nah, yo. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But it's like my man Brunson, again, like you said. The usage, it's having its weighing on it, but for me, it's just like, yo, for them to be having close games, I don't like. We should be able to figure it out because he's the only guy scoring points, and he has the ball.
Yes,
you understand?
True.
Like,
I agree.
Nobody's figured it out yet. I always say we got to keep forcing them to the right hand. You know what I mean? But that's easier said than done.
Shizzy,
you know what I mean?
Philly
and OG's in and out. OG ain't really.
Say again.
I think OG's balling.
Philly had him on lock those first 2 games.
Yeah, Philly did a good job. I mean,
the first 2, then he just
bum ass Tobias Harris. He let Philly down. That's why we lost.
If you can figure out how to slow Brunson down, you know, and I know he play out of pace, you know, like Luke and this, that, and the other, but nobody, everything else is a wrap there. They're gonna play hard, but they have no scoring outside of him.
And I don't believe in
I don't believe Vincenzo and these guys. Yeah, no, they hustle their ass off. You know, Tibbs, right. And again, Tibbs, I respect Tibbs in the sense where I think he knew he'd have been out of New York if he didn't kind of adapt and let guys hoop a little bit. I know the assistants, because I know he's a, you know, no nonsense guy, strictly defense, but giving the guys a little more freedom. And obviously Jalen's showing his ass, you know what I mean? Pause. It's like, yo, like, you know what I mean? He gotta get what he could see. He's getting with the program a little bit. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. But you just gotta slow Brunson down and then see what happens there. But Pacers got a team.
You gotta let that play out though, because I watch a lot of Knicks, man. You know, in the end, it's just we gotta let that play out. We can't be thinking.
I like what Brunson's doing. I think Brunson's a warrior. He's a tough kid. Good ball player.
Tough kid, man. I just think Pacers have a little momentum. They play good. They win this series. You know what I mean? And obviously chemistry. What's his name? Siakam just got there. You know what I mean? But
and then defense
that's Pascal Siakam. They got Siakam. That's right.
But chemistry is a big thing, and New York's been playing well all season together. You know what I mean? Without Randall, man.
Without Randall.
Yeah, Randall. They're gonna do something with him on the offseason. You count on that.
Yeah.
Indiana's bench has been playing well too. They've been coming
McConnell. What's that kid's name? I don't think he's off the bench though. His brother played. The brand. Am I saying that right?
The kid with the braids.
Oh, you talk about Strada, the kid that he went to Gonzaga. I know you.
Yeah, Gonzaga. Yeah. He's been playing. Yeah. Who's Burns? Is it Burns too? I don't know. Is his name Burns on Indiana? Am I bugging? They got a deep bench though, stat.
You guys might know better than me.
Shout out to Aaron Naismith.
Naismith balling too.
Yeah.
Naismith, that bum ass.
Yo, Naismith got a contract.
Yo, he's doing his thing, man.
He's balling.
It be like that, man. When players go to another team,
he got a chance. He was.
Shizzy, what was you gonna say about Carlisle?
No, I'm just saying Carlisle's another guy. It seems like he's adapting too, as far as his style of play. From Dallas. With the guys, you got to play with what you have, and he's letting them guys go, man. And I know he was one of those tough guys too. Like you know, what I mean? You got to do it his way. Remember him arguing with Rondo and all this other shit. You know what I mean? But
that was the reason he got to be. Remember, Luka ran him out of Dallas because of that shit.
Yeah, nah, nigga, this is Luka, fam. Like,
yeah,
like,
but he wasn't. Neither one of them were wrong because he's there too. You know what I'm saying? They ain't the same place. So
yeah.
Sometimes it's going to be interesting. The NBA. I think it's going to be an interesting finals.
This is going to get interesting. Yo, the playoffs now is going to be interesting right now. All matchups are well matched.
This second
round is always
good. Yeah. I want to see what this second round going to bring out. We're going to know, man, in the next few days, by the end of this, by next Sunday, we all going to be talking like, yo, this is what's going to go. Like, we're going to see it. Even though we all have that feeling that the Celtics going to, make it to the finals, against either. Now we know it could be either Denver or Minnesota. It's just that we got to see it play out.
We needed that loss against Miami.
Be a troll. Miami beating us. We needed that. I could think who I think.
There you go. Right.
I can't do that because right now the NBA for me ain't like there's not been a repeat champion in five different champions the last 5 years.
Warriors repeated.
It should be the Celtics going on paper. It should be either Minnesota or Denver. But it really shocked me, fellas. No bullshit. When I was like, damn, 5 different champions the last 5 years. That's wild to me.
Yeah. All the movement.
I grew up on that NBA. I grew up on
the movements.
A
lot of movements.
It's a different time too. It's a different league. A
different league. So with that being said, Shizzy, thanks for coming through, man, on this NBA
it's my pleasure,
segment
man.
again.
Shizzy, come back next week, bro.
Come back next week.
Yo,
we appreciate.
I'm I'm gonna drop Mitchell.
Drop him off.
Drop him off in East Orange somewhere.
Hey,
make his way home.
Take Garland while you're there, Shizzy. You might as well take both their backcourt. Take
leave Garland the way he playing. Don't leave him alone.
Keep him.
Leave him alone, man. Let me drop this dude off, man. All right, 100.
Just drop his ass off in what'd you call it? What's that area that people? What's that area, man? Just drop him off in like
over there.
I'm gonna drop off in South Boston, downtown in Newark somewhere.
Yeah, drop him off in Newark. Let him get lost.
That ain't the same Southeast, Tony. That ain't gonna do no good.
That out there ain't no good. You gotta drop him in Newark, yo. Seriously.
You drop off in
my bad. You're right.
Drop his ass in Newark. Yo, Shizzy, man. Yo, thanks for coming through, man. We'll see you again. See you next week, man.
Already, parlay. Peace.
All right, parlay. Peace.
I meant to say the East River.
Thanks for Shannon Crooks for coming through, aka King Shizzy. UMass, Amherst standout, Boston standout, Boston shootout standout.
Oh yeah, I got to see Shizzy playing the Boston shootouts, man.
Can somebody please go over there and help UMass basketball team? What is going on?
They need to.
I'm going to limb. Could somebody please help any fucking Boston College basketball team?
Or football.
Football. God damn, Boston College has been bad for UMass.
We're gonna see what Brian. We're gonna see what Brian got to do now that he got the job. So
I think Bill O'Brien gonna have them right. I think Billy gonna have them right.
He'll have them right.
Bill O'Brien.
Bill O'Brien. He's the
football.
BC
He went over there. He took the coach. He took the coaching job, right?
Yeah, he's the head coach of BC Eagles now.
And don't hurt us. Say Billy. I know what he was thinking.
Yeah. You know I was talking about that.
I know what you was.
You talking about Bill?
Yo, your face said it all. You said who?
Don't bring him back here. Nah. So guys, before we got a couple more minutes before the show cease for this week. And once again, happy birthday to Parlay with us. Happy birthday to the team. Man. We're doing a good job, man. Thanks for King Shizzy to coming through, aka Shannon Cook. Yo, thanks for coming through. And we appreciate that every week coming through, giving us this this content, man, and giving us his analysis. He is a professional basketball player, former basketball player, and Stacks a professional coach. So and I appreciate you guys with all the analysis and stuff that you guys drop with these with this NBA stuff, with this basketball. But going forward, we're gonna have for this next couple of minutes, Shondo has his own segment on this show, and it's all soccer. And tonight we're gonna present. Sean's gonna give you a little background on a little review and a drop on what's going on in the Champions League over there in Europe. And I think we're down to 4 teams remaining. And out of the 4 teams, I think we're in the second leg. Doing my homework.
Okay.
I think the championship game will be on June 1st.
Okay.
So we got to look out for that. The championship game will be on June 1st, and we got a game this Tuesday. I think we got PSG versus Dortmund. There you go. So Shiz, take over. This is your segment of the show. This is Parlay with us.
Hold on, man. Yo. I'm proud of you, man. Damn. I'm like, you got it.
Nah. I gotta, you know what? I have to do my homework when it comes to this stuff because I am, I like soccer too, man. It's an interesting sport. I just don't, you know how you so ingrained in something, football, basketball is like in your blood, and you're gonna turn to that every time. So now I'm trying to broaden my horizons, like how you would read a book.
You from
I'm trying to broaden my horizons.
Islands anyway, man. I know you.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's in my blood. I'm an Islander. You know that.
You don't have to explain that.
You know how it is.
Yo, wake up with a soccer ball and go down and get some coconut juice. Stop playing. You know what I mean?
No, for real.
But yeah, man.
I'm gonna share this screen real quick just so you guys can see a little breakdown of what's going on. This is the Champions League breakdown. What's going on for the next couple of days. So right there, as you guys can see, we got PSG playing on Tuesday at 3 p.m. At Dortmund. Is that in France?
No, They're playing in France.
They're playing in France, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, The problem with this, I'm
go ahead. That's your show, man. You take it over from there.
I'm gonna give you a quick breakdown. The problem with the PSG and Dortmund, the problem with PSG is it's Mbappe, who I feel, I'm not saying he is. You could go, there's a few guys that do for Manchester City. You got Haaland, you got, obviously there's a lot of other players, but I feel like he's the best soccer player. That's just my opinion. But right now it's weird. He got him to this point. But that game, him and the coach they're having like a little issues, bro. So like the whole Darvin Ham type. His supporting cast is better than the Lakers supporting cast.
Hey, though, not to cut you, where your man at? What league he in? The one dude, Ronaldo.
He's overseas. He's in not Egypt, Saudi Arabia.
Okay, that's when he was
they gave him a nice bag over
there. So they're all getting
nice
bag stacks. That's a good question. So a lot of players are gonna start going over there. Right now, one of the top players in the world from Liverpool, Salah, he might go there. They're saying he's gonna go there next year because of coach. That's a whole nother story. Liverpool's owned by the Red Sox by John Henry and them.
Yep, and LeBron.
And LeBron, part of that team.
LeBron was a piece of Liverpool, actually. Good call out. So yeah, they're stacks. They're learning a lot of people over there like Live Golf. They're just giving these dudes a bag. They wanted to give Mbappe like $1 billion. The only thing is Mbappe's trying to do. Mbappe is basically how LeBron's chasing Joe. You know what I mean? That whole legacy thing. And if he plays in the Saudi League, he's not going to be looked at as that. He ain't going to be eligible for like the awards that that these players get. So that's why he's going to stay on this, in Europe.
Right.
But that first game was a little disappointing. PSG, to me, in my opinion, the way the possessions was basically kind of equal. I think that the problem I had, PSG just didn't capitalize. And they were on the road, and soccer is a big home and road. That's a big advantage. When you play on the road in soccer, that's a big advantage. You know what I'm saying? So for me, when I watched the game, I was like, they didn't come out how I thought they would come out because they had that big win to advance. But that being said, they did hold them to 1 goal, so that they're only down 1 going home. And with Mbappe, he could score 2-3 goals in a game. So I still think PSG is gonna go home and win that second leg. If I had to, I will go to the window on that one. But I just think that Dortmund's one of those teams too, man. Dortmund's basically like one of those powerhouse teams, like in basketball. They're like, they're like not Lakers Celtics, but they're like one of those, always good teams, got a good matter of fact, the best player, people consider him the second best player in the world to do. Haaland plays for Man City. He should have beat Messi for that MVP Golden Boot. That's their version of it. Bellator.
Okay.
He came from Dortmund. Jude Bellingham, who plays for Real Madrid, who's a beast, came from Dortmund. So they always have a good squad.
So they're basically they produce some good quality.
They produce a lot of players. They're out of Germany.
A lot of athletes. Okay.
A lot of athletes. A lot of like real good, guys come out of there. They playing well. They played well. They beat Atletico Madrid, as you can see on this board. Atletico Madrid's, second, third in the Liga, which to qualify for Champions League, you got to finish in the top 4 of your league. They don't have playoffs like we do. You got to finish top 4 or 5, and you get into all these tournaments. So Dortmund had they had a good road here. They did good. I just think PSG played on the road. They did what they had to do. The funny thing about soccer is you keep a guy down. If you keep a team down on the road to 1 point, you know what I mean? It's a win. You know what I mean? Because you go home, all you have to do is score 2 goals and keep them. Outscore them by 1 because it's aggregate.
I see what you're saying. I get the concept. Now. I understand exactly what you're saying now.
So say PSG goes home and wins 3-1. They win the because it's on aggregate.
Right. I see the aggregate right there. You see it, right?
Yeah. So they show it. They show it.
The aggregate now. Right.
They lost obviously, but in a weird way, Dortmund had a chance to score. They had their chances to score. Keeping them to 1 goal was huge. So that's gonna be Tuesday on the 7th.
Yep.
That will be PSG in France.
Yep. And then
in the
next
second
game,
Real Madrid versus Bayern. Bayern's one of those team stacks that like Michigan State. They just know how to play in this tournament, bro. They just know how to play. Real Madrid too. Real Madrid's like Duke. Real Madrid's basically they don't have the most right now. They have talent on that team, but they beat Man City. Man City right now is the best team I believe in the world. They're gonna win Premier League. I believe they just gotta go. You know, that's another story for another day. They just gotta win out.
We're gonna have Premier League. We're gonna have Premier League after this Champions League segment. After this Champions League, we're gonna go into. We're gonna get into Premier League.
We'll get into that because there's still some time with that. But that being said, that was a good game, man. 2-2, high scoring game for soccer. That's ridiculous.
Right there, we see that exactly. And they aggregate they 2-2 tied. So basically, Real Madrid, both of them has the opportunity to take. They just gotta win by 1 goal.
Yeah. So this right here is gonna be interesting. Even the other one too, but this right here, if it ends, it's gonna go to penalty kicks at the end of the tie.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Even the other game too, but I just think PSG is gonna go home and just I just think they're gonna win on aggregate. I think Bayern and Real Madrid has a real chance to go to penalty kicks just because they're so evenly maxed and they both are veterans of this tournament. You know what I'm saying?
So I will tell you one thing I think I learned. I might be wrong and I might have to be staying corrected on this. And this is why if I would throw anything to the window and go anywhere with, if I was going to throw my stacks on anything or my little pennies on anything, I'm going to put my pennies on Real Madrid. Reason why I found out Real Madrid has won 15.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. They're like the
Champions League cups within this past decade.
They have no business being in this right this year. In my opinion, they have no business being where they are right now, but they are. That's why they got Mbappe coming. Because you know what I mean? They got the kid Vinicius. You guys probably seen him. He's always at basketball games. He's like one of
Vinicius.
Those,
they got Vinicius.
I've been Brazil. He's Crook Stacks. If you seen him, you know who he is. He always be at like the basketball.
Yeah, got the blonde on the top of the
head. He's like one of those hip cats. He's always
involved.
Around the hip hop.
He got the blonde. He got the blonde curly thing at the top sometimes.
Sometimes. But
I see that cat at the games.
He's always at games. He's always on the sidelines. But Real Madrid's at home one. But Bayern got Harry Kane. Harry Kane's one of the best to ever do it. So that's gonna be a knock 'em out, drag 'em out. I think it's gonna be PSG versus Real Madrid. Beans for the final. I believe PSG is gonna win at home, not handily. I think they might win 3-1, 2-0. You know what I mean? 3-2. I think they win on aggregate, and I think Real Madrid and Bayern. I just think Real Madrid being at home, even though Bayern actually had because you got to remember, Crook, Stacks, Beans. They qualified for this last year. If that makes sense. Okay. So Bayern hasn't played.
One quick thing, Liverpool is going to be qualifying
for next year. Exactly. So
you know I'm doing my homework, fam.
Bayern qualified for it's weird how they do it. It's not really weird when you really look into it. It makes sense. So even though they have the team they have now, it was different than the team that actually qualified for the tournament. But their system of play, the way they move, they know how to play this tournament. So when you go there, it doesn't matter who you're going to play. Like I told you, if PSG plays Real Madrid, Mbappe is going to be playing against a team he's going to join in June.
He's going to be joining next year. Exactly.
So me personally, Bayern's going to be it's going to be, you know what's going to be like? Minnesota versus Denver, bro. That's exactly what this is going to be like.
Yeah.
Same exact type of, this is what it is.
But Real Madrid is like, it's like the Celtics and the Lakers of
true. But the only thing is,
that league.
It's true. But Real Madrid's aging Beans. That's what
I know they are. I know they are.
I'm
I know.
shocked
I
they're here. I'm not shocked they're here, but I'm like, you know, hey, Stacks, I'm gonna give you a good crook. You remember when Golden State went against us? Like, that's what this feels like. Like, you knew they could do it. Like, how'd they get here again, though? Like, they're older. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's that dial, though. It's that they just know the coach, too. The coach knows how, and he's leaving after the season. He's gonna retire. He just knows. He's like Pat Riley, you know, one of those old.
Yes, right. I forget the name of that coach. I know the
name.
European cat. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man.
Yep,
old, like 70 years old, almost 68, 70 years old.
Yep. I know what you're talking
about.
Yeah,
man, that's how I judge for that, man. It's gonna be a knock him out, drag him out, man. To me personally, I love watching PSG, even though Premier League is what I watch the most.
Exactly.
French League is not as good as Premier League. French League is probably like rated, I'd say 4th behind Germany.
Exactly.
England.
Yep.
And
what's
Germany,
that?
England, and La Liga, which is in Spain.
You just said it.
Yeah. But
say that again. What's the name of that league again?
Which one?
The belt. You just said it. I always have to.
Bundesliga is Germany. Premier League's England.
Yep.
La Liga is Spain.
La Liga, that's right.
That's Spain. That's where Real Madrid and Barcelona. That's where your boy plays. Stacks.
Exactly.
Messi and
Messi, Rolando, all those.
Rolando, you know.
Rolando. That's when I see that motherfucker's everywhere.
Yeah, he. You know why? This is a whole nother show. But you know why I feel as though, in my opinion, he's the best soccer player that I've seen. You know why? And a lot of people feel this way. Maybe not the media, because Messi.
My man Jolly will say different. My man Jolly had this conversation with me last week. He thinks Messi is probably the best soccer player of all time due to his size. I'm gonna just throw that out there.
You can say that, but you know why? For me though, personally, I gotta go with Ronaldo, because Messi never played in the Premier League. So that's like you have to play in that league, in my opinion, bro. You cannot not play in that league.
I feel you on that.
That's the best.
That's the best league.
And he didn't play there. He ended up going. He could have went. And you know what? Ronaldo kept it real and said, "Yo, I want to go play back in Premier League when I'm 34, 35." Messi's like, "I'm gonna go play in the United States," but he's basically playing against high school players compared to what he is. I'm not taking anything away from him, bro. If you say
you mean playing in MLS? Exactly.
He's playing in some league. He has no
playing in high. MLS is like high school. Messi's playing in high school right now.
Playing there is just it's I don't know, bro. Like,
no, you're right.
A lot of soccer players will tell you that they respect Ronaldo because he went and played in Premier League, went back. Messi never went in that league. Playing in Premier League. He went to play in France when he played with Mbappe and he played with Neymar, and he looked mediocre to me. But granted, his size, you got to give it to him, though. I'm not going to take – if someone said, oh, Messi the greatest soccer player, I'm not going to argue with you. Obviously,
he didn't say he was the greatest. He was saying he can't say that Ronaldo was better than him. Dude, because Ronaldo's a bigger size guy. He just saying
that's
Messi's
what I mean.
a smaller dude.
All those that's behind on soccer, like me. When you say size, Messi, is he a little dude?
Yes, he is. He's a little guy.
He's a little guy, but he's strong. He's like
he's a beast.
He's a beast, bro. I'm not gonna take it away.
He's a Steph Curry of soccer.
But my thing is though, you have to play. This is just me though, and I've been following.
And Rolando is LBJ.
He didn't play in the Premier League.
Man, that motherfucker's a damn near midget.
You have to play in that league, Crook, in my opinion. You have to play in that league. If you watch soccer and you watch Premier League,
but you gotta pay. He's right. You have to pay a Premier.
You have to play in that league, bro.
If you're gonna be considered one of the greatest, you gotta go Premier. All the greatest, from the Brazilians to the Argentinians to whoever, they went there. They went there.
Boy, Rolando's a giant compared to them dudes.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Rolando's a giant. But they would say Rolando's the better.
Maradona 5'5", dog.
Who?
Damn.
Diego Maradona 5'5".
Yeah, he was a beast. He was a beast.
Yep.
But that's what Messi. Him and Messi from the same shit.
Yep.
Mbappe 5'10". Yeah, they little compared to Orlando.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
So yo, Doe, thanks for giving us that gem.
Appreciate
on
you.
the Champions League. We will wrap up.
I got a question for Doe and Crooks.
Go ahead.
Before we leave, Crook, I see your man A-Rod had a meeting with the Timberwolves. How'd that go? Did you follow? Did you see that?
No, I gotta look more into that. But it just came down to like they were short on some money because one of their investors backed out last minute. That's what happened with them. Somebody backed out, and the owner gave A-Rod and his ownership group a certain amount of time to bring in another investor to make up for that percentage that they was missing. And then for some reason, the owner backed out altogether. So I got to look more into it, but A-Rod felt like it was some funny business going on there because they had a deal.
I think that owner, I think
I don't know. The owner saw something funny and he backed out of it. Which
he saw something. He saw Ant-Man. He said, "Let me hold on to this shit for a little bit."
Probably. That's bad. But that's bad business.
Let me make some more money for the next probably 5 years.
But A-Rod and them, they still got a piece of that team. They just wanted the majority. That's what it was. They still got pieces of that. They still got a piece of that.
This question for Dope. Hey, Dope, you think the Red Sox are better than you thought they'd be right now?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, because they're pitching.
All right, that's what I actually watched. Minnesota's pretty fucking good, man.
No, Minnesota's good. We should have
today.
We should. No, they won.
No, Minnesota lost.
Oh yeah, Minnesota lost.
Yeah, we beat
the Red Sox. We had won 12 straight.
The Red Sox. Pitching. The pitching coach. There's a new approach. They're throwing more speed. They're throwing less fastballs. He played for us in 2013. He won the World Series. He was a pitching coach in San Fran last year. San Fran. If Cora leaves, I think he's gonna get the job. But that's another story for another day. But I think
I'm glad you brought that up. I was gonna say we'll bring in some baseball since you guys intrigued about what the Red Sox is doing.
Yeah, they're playing good, man. I mean,
they're playing decent ball.
The game, I was like,
they deserve. Maybe the Red Sox will deserve to get some kind of let's say
you know me, man.
Some content on our show. We can drop some Red Sox content. I know you're a baseball guy, though.
So you would never hear me talk about no fucking country shit.
Stacks, I might have to hit you with a Celtics joint next Sunday. I think, man.
Well, I got something for you. That's what I had waiting for. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, man. I got this. I got to hit you with that Celtics joint, man. I got to change the pace a little bit.
And come on here with a suit on. How about that?
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna change. I got that.
Do something different, though.
I'm gonna change the pace for you next Sunday, man. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm hitting you with some Celtics shit.
You ain't got nothing for me, man.
I got some shit for you next week.
Do something different.
I got some shit next Sunday. I'm bringing that baby out.
I'm about to,
I'm bringing that baby out
in a minute because I want to keep it underneath that 2-hour mark. Good. And I want to give a shout out to Doe on all the soccer knowledge that he has, and I am learning. You can see I'm trying to be a student. I'm taking my time and reading up on what's going on.
I'm gonna teach Tony some shit so he can go to the window.
Yeah, you gotta teach Tony some shit so he can go to the window.
I just bet the under all day, man.
And I'm gonna look into some going forward after we finish this Premier League championship in the next couple of weeks. We're gonna go move on, not Premier, the Champions League Cup. Once we finish that, we'll move on to the Premier League for the soccer segment of our shows. We got enough playoff games to go for the next month to 2 months or so, a month and a half. So we got enough content coming for you people every Sunday and Thursdays with Real Talk and Parlay with us. So I will see you guys next week, Sunday, on the Sports and Entertainment Show with Parlay.
I'll call you at 6 in the morning, Stacks.
Hey, hold on, right? Last week we did the Thursday show. I talked to Beans about this already, so I closed the computer down. Y'all caught these niggas having a private meeting, though. I called them. Yo, opened up the laptop. Half hour later, they still on the joint. I said, yo, what? I'm like, yo, this
Beans and Crook. I want to see those contracts before you.
There was no money talk.
I want to see those contracts.
Hey, yo. don't open up the laptop. I'm like, yo, this shit must have replayed or some shit. But that scene, I didn't have the live shit, so these niggas having a meeting on the low right here.
Nah, yo, the meetings are just strategic things. You know it. It's just strategic things.
No money talk
because that's what it said. No money talk. None of that. It's just strategic things that we
all good
about.
goons, so I can't say goons because all our goons are cool with each other. But I'm gonna tell you.
Now listen, yo, when it comes down to that, everything's gonna be equal, man. You know,
even Steven. We all putting in that work, man. You guys are doing y'all thing, and I appreciate that, man. But like I said, for our this is our birthday, so for our birthday, I appreciate everything that you guys are doing, man. You guys are like we're getting this thing popping, it's moving.
You dropping the ball though. You ain't got the little TV on it behind you with the little silhouette of the Bruins.
Yeah. You messed up today.
Yeah, I did, but it's all good. It's all good, man. I'll be back on it, man. It was too late. It was too late.
Nah. That Ortiz behind you, you got it in the frame?
Yeah.
Yes, it's framed up. Yeah, hell yeah.
Sign joint?
No, it ain't. It's not signed.
But I got this. Yo, check this out. Crook, I'm gonna hook you up. We're gonna hook up with this dude. I got this partner of mine. Well, he used to work with me at my job, man. This kid, he's a big time memorabilia guy out here in Boston. This dude goes to get everything and anything signed by any major athletes that came through Boston, and just not Boston. He travels to get stuff signed. I'm gonna try to link with him on Facebook and get with him and tell him like, yo, my man got an Ortiz that he needs to get signed, how we could work on that, and I'm sure he'll drop me the knowledge.
You might say, you know what I mean? Drop that Dominican on him or Rocan Pollo and all that right there.
Nah, but this is framed up, man. Unless they could get in it, but this is an old school joint.
They can open that frame. If you get poppy, you better open that frame.
If he said he gonna sign that shit, I'll bust that frame wide open.
Bust that frame right open. So you better do that thing.
Yo, Poppy gonna sign it. I'll take that shit out.
Oh yeah, no doubt. If we could get Poppy to sign
open, break glass in case of emergency, definitely.
Yo, we can get Poppy. Yeah, no doubt.
Guys, yo, I'll see y'all next week. Please, people, like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, share with everybody, all the social medias. And guys, I'll see y'all next week. Have a good week. I know try to chime in sometimes. I know it's hard for you to chime in, but try to check us out on Thursdays. We got some stuff coming up on these real talk shows.
Week 2 weeks. Yeah, I'll let y'all know.
Okay, yeah, we got some good stuff cooking for this real talk on Thursdays, man. The real talk with us.
Much love.
Got that Sonic hat on. Shout out to OG Michael Cage.
All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Have a good one.
God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through. But I'm break.